Meow. Meow. Well, a little bit more and this update is done. Then we can play. I just decided I'm gonna continue playing the story today. Okay. Finally start the game. Am I logged out again? Are you for real? Doesn't even load the login page. God! This is not the first time when it happens. After last night update as well, when I tried to start the game. This crap just does not let me log in. Because the page just doesn't load. For the update. For the login? Yeah, for the login the page doesn't load. Okay, let's see what's gonna do now. See? A lot different immediately. First lunch it never is. And I don't remember my fucking account. What? Fuck you! I have a password. You can piece of shit fuck off. You don't have to fucking make a new password because you think this password of, I don't know, 4 years is now unsafe suddenly. No one has attempted it. Oh, shut up. I'm gonna scroll through real quick what we have over here. Wait. When was this again? Any dates here? Oh yeah, March 20. Oh, March. Today? I'm unlucky, for fuck's sake. March 13. Like, just days after the update, I have opened the dance game. I've played even a few days earlier. Never had to deal with this crap. Oh my god. They are being dicks. What's wrong with PS4? It won't run on a shitty ass $300 phones. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, they managed to update again. Of course. It's been more than a month when the last update. Of course it's gonna update again. Something. Of course, there's always something they have. Like I care about that shit. I wanna play the story only. But just for anyone who might wanna read. Pause. Yeah, new event, obviously. What's then is obviously the update then when it came. Okay. Who the fuck are those? I don't remember seeing them. Of course, they are absolutely new things, that's why they don't remember. What the hell is this? What? Are you kidding me? They are... Yeah, usually 150, right? Okay. That's a little of discount for the dark crystals. Which is hard material to come by. Sure, sure. And I don't know which server it applies to even. Is it a warp server? Old server? Because I'm gonna go to old server to continue story there because that's where I left off. Damn. Of course, this is garbage. Oh my god, so much. Yep, yep. Shut up. No picture? I don't care then. Fuck's sake. How much more messages there is in this crap? Yes. Message box. Okay. Huh? You mean Chinese New Year? Right. Oh, yeah. Sure. Today's even. What's 21? Well, this is way too far away from now then. Because I'm far future. I don't gonna play then. I don't care. Just play for the story. God. How long is this? God damn it, how long is this? Oh, finally. Okay. Get out of here. Magenta, enter.
The deep space is right ahead.
Okay. No, I might need audio now, finally. Any moment now. Is it gonna load in already? Damn it. I don't remember. Crap. What the hell is this crap? What the fuck is this? Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Oh man. Sound is with the game out. Wait.
It's quiet here.
Yep. It's in green. Okay. Huh. Right. Fuck off. Fuck off. Yep. This is my set. Let's see. Roaming fucking discovery. What you got? Right. I used to have to click all of them. Now I can do just one click everything. See which one has the. I don't see any raids more. I guess that was the only map they had. Yeah, there should be a raid if there is any. Okay. Yep. That's gonna go there. Oh, that is a ghost. I forgot. Okay. Get ready for activation of cutscene then. Nah, before I do that, I'm gonna check what the fuck is going on here. Maybe there's some free shit to climb. I don't see nothing useful here. Ugh, one of those shit again. Ugh, damn it. Crap. Okay. Another box of crap. Okay.
It's quiet here.
I don't want to transmit anywhere. Fuck. Why you? No. What you do? Dude. Why does it always close the menu? Hate them. I know. That's why I'm clicking it here.
It's quiet here.
Use it into my advantage. Fuck that. Okay. What the hell is this bitch even? Well, we get another 24-hour piece of crap to use. Okay. Anything? Ah, fuck. Really? Oh, that's that character, of course. Have 3. What the hell is this even? Oh, this? They are the 3 new characters, obviously. Yeah. The hell? That was so cringe. What the fuck? Just
Quiet here.
do the tens of those and crap. Okay, good. 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 Okay. Nothing there. Yep. Shite. Now what? Oh yeah, of course. This gonna start filling up that crap because I did something. Shit. Of course, more materials on that end. Now what? Can you continue to... Oh yeah. Ah, fuck off. So many of them. What the hell, dude? How they get... Okay, that's gonna be a lot of cutscenes.
Do you like this castle? It's a newly built evolution model. The only thing it lacks is your input.
Yeet. This is gonna take a
With
while.
the stars above, we will not lose our way.
Looks like a mirror I have. What? This is more thirst bait. God damn it, bitch. Why? I don't understand this. Need of over sexualization carpets.
Let me check. Did you
Seriously,
find
it's
enough
not beach
sunscreen?
season, and what the fuck this skimpy shit? Get out. Get the fuck out of here. I don't like the red buttons. It's OCD to trigger them shit. Seriously? Why? Why?
Come on.
Over
Might
the
as well
skimpy crap.
enjoy this
Well, I like
romantic
the
side.
wings though. Crap. Oh. Oh, that's a cool one actually. Yeah, that's a character from that space station we interacting correctly in the story. Or, well, at least in that story. Zero intention to actually
Prepare to face
interact with any of
humanity's
the Scotch ones. Let's see the cutscene, I guess. That's my only... Wow, that's background effect for school.
Is
For a
this the
second.
new power I gained after joining up with you?
Huh? The hell you on about? Okay, never mind then. Okay, is this red dot gonna go away? I guess not.
Ready or not, here I am.
Again? What? What is this wedding crap? Why? Why? Oh, there's 2 more. Or 3 more. That's why it's red. Okay.
No matter how long the night lasts, the day will always come.
Interesting. How male characters always get so little cutscene, but
It fits well enough.
some kind of skimpy ass bitch always like stalls around like fucking 10 seconds longer, like, see? Not this one, but last ones. Like, seriously? Remember? It's not funny. It isn't funny.
Finally here, huh?
The Pike School,
You
though.
sure kept me waiting.
Nope. Okay. Huh. Mute sequence. It's almost... I'm getting... Damn it, you fucker. Where did they... I need to finish this shit. Oh yeah, of course. It's under that. I find the red dots either way. And the fuck? This is so confusing. Oh yeah, I was looking for 3 things to claim. Where's the red? Why is still red? What did I forget? Ah, fuck you! I'm not purchasing nothing, bitch ass. Okay, that's the typical one. That's a normal one. Oh god, fucking go get your fuck your piece of shit. Okay. Yep. Bloody hell. Oh, it's a free one. Oh yeah, I forgot almost. I need those. 3 of those. Seriously, that is very needed. Okay, yep, sign in the weekly stuff. Yeah, gonna go faster if you click on and click away. That gives me another weekly. Okay, let's see now. What did we unlock actually?
Let's embark on a new adventure.
What the fuck is this? Bruh. I do not see the character. Okay, I have to activate it.
Don't worry. I'm just recovering for a bit. I won't let you down.
That's a dirty trick. So if you don't have it unlocked, you can't even see the character before. That's the fucking new trick to hide people from having to really see the character beforehand. Before they do anything with that. Unless they unlock it. This is so rude. Okay, let's do the spirit set can I use to. I mean, probably we're gonna throw this off to see. Yep. I still don't see. Select. Close. And that should update the settings. Yep. Typical. Switch the set. Back and forth. Oh, I guess we're gonna temporarily use this one. My favorite flower update anyway. It's better. And have some form of healing at least. Cool. God damn it. Lost the damn money. Not to worry. I have ways to deal with this. 3 times. Go. Quick battle. Use up all the energy. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be doing some more. That should give a significant amount of upgrade. Or more? Okay. We're gonna go through the stuff. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. More valuable shit. That's why I need to click on those. It's all worth it. Upgrade stuff. Seriously? This freak is so weird sometimes. The original characters are always like the nicest. Except Samir though. That was a complete bitch. Attitude. Okay. So did some stuff, then of course this menu is gonna light up. More. Or weeklies. Consume vitality. Oh yeah. That's gonna give me some more shit. More valuable shit. Are you gonna give me free shit already? Are you now? Yes. I don't know why they do that, but they are doing that. Oh yeah, of course. Let's upgrade. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. And no more. Okay, I use my access call for that. Just never get to use those. Why did I select it out of boxes? Things I never get to use. Okay. Yep. So much for that. This is gonna keep being red, of course. You can't do shit with that. Okay, that's all. That's all for now. Let's look at the character for now. Is this weapon active weapon?
Annihilate enemies.
Firewall breach.
Wow, that's amazing. This cyberpunk ass shit. Too bad I can't keep this character. Okay, on to the story.
Welcome to Heart and Heart. Master Lechesis is away from the clinic at the moment. Please briefly describe your symptoms, and I'll put you through triage.
Wait, when did the clinic get thrown, Tom?
It's a plant cultivation droid tom that Lechesis got from a botanical garden.
Oh, that's where this droid Tom came from.
Lechesis has, reset its system settings. It's a medic droid tom now.
Yeah, you can just reprogram the robots all the way you want. Is that the news? I see. Thanks, Mia. Hey, droid Tom. I'm one of the Lechesis friends. And I'm not here as patient. Your assistance won't be necessary today.
Looks like quite a lot has happened while I was away.
Nothing serious. Let's start with what you found out.
Hycros has analyzed the ore zero samples I brought back and confirmed that the zeronium they contain is actually omnium.
But ore zero comes from the asteroid belt in this universe. Mara and Ida are nowhere near here. So where did the omnium come from?
I didn't bring back enough samples, so we can't draw any reliable conclusions yet.
Yes.
Brevi asked me to collect more soil and rock samples from different locations next time I return for further study.
Okay, I guess we'll just have to wait until next time. Any other news?
Plotty said that after we lost contact, Hycros headquarters immediately asked Kylo where we were. But Kylo just brushed them off, saying that the space-time turbulence made finding us very difficult. It wasn't until after the Homecomer assembly had ended, just before I came back through the space rift, that Rafa said he'd found us and was ready to formally start negotiations.
Negotiations? I think that talks about building a Tower of Fantasy in Kylo?
It's not just that. There's also the matter of what kind of relationship Anchor Infinity and Hycros headquarters plan to establish, and how the Kylians and the various Hycros domains will communicate and interact going forward.
So complicated, but he never said there'd be so much going on before we came.
Judging from Plotty's tone, Hycros headquarters never expected an ideal outcome from these negotiations in the first place. The way Kylo brushed off our disappearance already shows where they stand.
They've got a bad attitude. Anchor Infinity didn't even tell the Kylians that they'd already made contact with Ida. So much for friendly negotiations.
So, according to Plotty, the plan for the negotiations is to prioritize our own safety, stall for time, and most importantly, secure the Space Rift technology as quickly as possible.
Yeah, we was stealing that shit last time. Like, first time we arrived here.
Only with Kylo's Space Rift technology in hand will Hycros headquarters be able to make Anchor Infinity genuinely willing to sit down at the table. That's when the real negotiations will begin. Plotty also said that if everything goes smoothly, Kylo could end up becoming District 4, just as Hycros originally planned.
It's easy for them to talk, but how do we actually get it?
Before we arrived, Hycros headquarters had already looked into Kylo's research capabilities. The Institute researching Space Rift technology is still part of Hycros, but the Kylo branch has long been under Anchor Infinity's control. Hycrose's Kylo branch inherited the scientific achievements from before the Cataclysm, and Anchor Infinity later absorbed them, renaming the facility the Hycrose Tech Institute. That's our target.
So we'll need to find a way to pay them a visit. Oh, by the way, do we have coordinates for the passage we used to get here? On the Kylo side?
Oh, Plotty already sent me those.
Perfect. With those coordinates, things will be a lot easier.
Do you have something in mind?
For this, we'll need help from Lynch's and Hipper.
Hold on, one last thing. It's about Nem. All of Gestos' system repairs are complete and fully tested, and Nem has fully integrated with the algorithm ARC servers. She told Plotty she wanted to help us, but considering the sensitive relationship between Hycrose headquarters and Anchor Infinity, Plotty didn't approve.
I see. Then there's nothing we can do. Let's listen to Plotty first.
So Nem quietly told me that if we ever need her help, I can contact her directly on the Angels of Clemency's internal comms. She'll find a way to avoid detection by the other authorizers and locate us using my comm signal, just like when Bagus slipped into Gestos.
Seriously, my character has a voice. Why the fuck they don't use it? Classic Nem. Hopefully, we won't have to involve her. Let's talk to Lynch's and Hipper first. And now where the fuck is that? Might have to teleport. Yeah, I ain't gonna travel through the space. That ain't gonna happen. Yeah, I activated this property. Let's go over there. But let's travel. I think that should be the same level as the... There shouldn't be, like, dead ends in there. Are you fucking... What the hell is this? Okay, they have to go there. There's no way of going. Damn, this ghost effect is cool. You know, go for... Oh, what? What did I just do? What the fuck did I just do? Oh my god. Okay. I pressed the button somewhere under my finger and I don't know what activated this, but that is cool. That is fucking cool, dude. Okay. How do you activate this? Okay, attack button obviously does this. How did they activate this? I don't know. I don't fucking... Okay. Okay, I see. Shift button probably. This is if I hold down the fast forward, like, you know, the sprint key, then it does that.
Perfect timing. I just cut off comms with Nanto. His ship is about to arrive at the Or Zero zone to pick you up.
False kindness and hidden malice. He even says he wants to take Carrot along. Over my dead body. If it comes to that, I'll just send back the 8 million credits.
Don't worry, I've got everything planned. This time it'll be just Shirley and me. Mia will stay here with Carrot.
But Carrot is now the only Kylian who's ever been to Ida. From what I can tell, Anchor Infinity is dead set on controlling anyone with ties to Ida.
Ever since you admitted that you're from Ida at the Homecomer Assembly, the nickname Ida Visitor has been quietly circulating throughout Kylo. People won't say it to your face, but behind your back, the rumors are flying.
Fucking hypocrites. What are they all saying about me?
Tourists, envoys, adventurers, pirates, swindlers, aliens. In the past, Anchor Infinity would never have let talk like this run rampant. Yet this time, they're eerily silent.
With 3 living, breathing witnesses right in front of him, Rafa wouldn't dare outright deny it. But if he admits the Ida Visitor is real, all of Anchor Infinity's years of effort will go down the drain.
My classmates back at Nova, and even some of Aster's father's connections, all say that Anchor Infinity has been constructing a massive habitat, and that they've recently made progress. I'm afraid that once you and Shirley reach the Brighton zone, Rafa will announce a migration plan for the Kylians on a scale never seen before, just to stop the situation from spinning out of control because of you.
What do you mean?
You're worried the Aidans coming here will undo everything they built. That's true, actually. To stop the Kylians from leaving, they have to offer something, even more enticing than returning to Ida.
They kept quiet all this time, and now, of all moments, they decide to bring it up? Isn't it blatantly just a smokescreen?
Not necessarily. Before we were even born, several great families pooled nearly all their resources into a massive interstellar exploration program to build space stations.
You mean when the Or Zero Zone was discovered?
They discovered more than just the Or Zero Zone back then. It only grew to its current size because the surrounding space-time turbulence is stable, and because there aren't many astral hives around. From what I've heard, the Kylians found several similar areas back then, but with resources in short supply, they had to start by developing the Or Zero Zone, because it had the best conditions.
So that means the Or Zero Zone isn't the only asteroid that can be settled by humans. That big habitat might be real after all. It's just been developed very slowly.
That's what I was thinking as well. I'm afraid your arrival forced them to reveal the existence of this settlement ahead of schedule.
If that's the case, Anchor Infinity will definitely want to cut ties with Ida. And if any Kylians try to go back there, Anchor probably won't allow it. Is that what you mean?
It's too soon to think that far ahead. We still haven't dealt with the problems right in front of us. General Veronica was just sent out a few days ago on a major exploration mission.
You mean the largest expedition in the Hope Fleet's history? The one Veronica has been trying to launch ever since she took command?
That's the one. She's been proposing it for 7 or 8 years now, but Anchor Infinity keeps stalling or flat out refusing under all kinds of pretexts and saddles her with anti-piracy missions and the like. For Anchor Infinity to suddenly consent to the mission can only mean they're afraid the General will throw her support behind you, so they've deliberately sent her away. That means your trip to the Brighton zone will be riddled with danger.
Don't worry, I have already figured out something. That's why I hurried over to see you before we leave. Shirley, give the coordinates to Lynch's.
Coordinates? What coordinates?
The authorizer and I arrived here by spaceship through a passage. What I'm sending you now are the coordinates for the entry and exit points on Kylo.
Shirley and I are going to the Brighton zone. We have no idea what we'll be walking into. If we don't respond within 7 days, broadcast the coordinates on your live stream.
Then why don't we just do it now?
It's not the right time to face Anchor Infinity yet. I don't even fully understand what they're after.
Oh, I see. This is just to deter them. You won't actually let me share them unless there's absolutely no other choice, right? But aren't you afraid they'll just capture me?
That's exactly why I need your help. You know loads of routes, and with Helen on your side, I'm sure you can both find a safe haven somewhere out in the vastness of space.
Your plan has just one flaw. Keeping Linsis and Helene in the same room for 7 days. I doubt Linsis can keep her cool till the end.
Oh, don't worry. I'll bring Carrot and Mia along. Let the 3 of them hang out while I sit back and enjoy the show.
Honored High Cross diplomatic representative. The spaceship is ready. Please share your location, and I'll send a droid Tom to greet you.
I'm at the Or Zero Nexus now. You're at the starport zone docks, right? I'll come find you.
Very well. We'll be waiting. Oh, and don't forget to bring Carrot. Mr. Rafa has invited the press to capture your story.
Hopefully it's not far away. Should be right in this station. Don't understand. How did I activate this even? Damn, it doesn't seem to work. I have to hit the thing with a more funny way. It's not the normal way. I forgot the door doesn't open there. Ah, there it is. Forgetting where the stairs actually are. Of course. This is because there's no map like navigation aid dots for some reason anymore recently. And of course, I'm trapped again. Where's the exit ramp? Oh wow, it can fly. So I don't even get damaged with this. It's like a little witch's broom. Bruh. Really? Okay. Have to use a normal flying method. Get up there somehow. Just don't have an idea of. Stupid. This is just stupid, dude.
Greetings, diplomatic representative. The spaceship is ready.
Where's Carrot? Damn it, sometimes hitting it too fast. She's sick, so she can't make it.
The Brighton zone has the finest healthcare in Kylo, and the medical institutions under Helix Bio will give her the most intensive physical exam.
That's not necessary. She's just a bit under the weather. She should be fine in a few days. It's a shame the Brighton zone prepared this welcome for us. Now she can't make it. Spaceship's ready, so let's not waste any time.
You're right. Besides the press event, we've also arranged a series of tours for our guests from afar. We should make the most of our schedule.
I thought he would keep asking about Carrot, but he agreed to it so easily.
This way, please. Both of you.
Huh. Loading into another map again. Okay, yep. Of course. It just loaded the map ahead of time, that's why. Should be here today, right? Mr. Rafa, rest easy. I see that they received the Brighton Zone's highest honors. Good morning, residents of the Brighton Zone. I'm ILL. Too fast, today will be another perfect day. God damn, why is the text so fast? Both of you, welcome to the Brighton Zone. Nobody speaks this fast. The Kalians have long been waiting for you. Dude, it is timing glitch here.
Guests, good afternoon. Welcome to the
See?
Brighton
They don't
Zone
speak
of
this fast.
Kylo. Current atmospheric pressure 1002 HPA. Temperature 24 degrees Celsius. Humidity 35%.
At least they're using correct fucking units, not American bullshit. Because they're not American company.
My apologies for the awkwardness. This is the avatar for Anchor Infinity's AI assistant, Lana. It's soon to be launched commercially. The one before you is just a prototype. Lana, set affinity level to 5 and emotional level to 4.
Understood, Mr. Nanto. New settings applied. Honored guests, good afternoon. Welcome to the Brighton Zone in Kylo. I am Lana, and I will do my utmost to meet any of your needs.
Apologies. I've just been notified that Mr. Rafa is tied up with urgent business and cannot personally greet you. I hope you'll forgive the inconvenience. Instead, allow me to introduce Mr. Joe Hamilton, CEO of Helix Bio Inc., and Professor Johns Daly, Director of the Hycros Tech Institute.
Urgent business? What are the odds of that? Rafa probably just wants to remind me that I'm out of his turf. That I'm on his turf. Idiot. See the backwards. Text is almost flashing with the background. I get it. That's fine. Greetings to you both. I'm a Hycros authorizer and a diplomatic representative visiting Kylo. Galactic.
Hello, and welcome to Kylo. Mr. Rafa has asked us to do everything we can to accommodate your requests and give you a proper tour of the Brighton Zone.
Hello, I'm Johns, Director of the Hycros Tech Institute under Anchor Infinity. Just call me Johns. I suppose that makes us colleagues.
Today's schedule is pretty simple. First, we'll take a look at Helix Bio's latest research and the Kylo Expo Hall. After that, we'll attend a press conference.
Press conference?
Kylo has waited 50 years for your arrival. Everyone is eager to see you and speak with you face to face. Representative, surely you won't refuse to give them this opportunity. Or would you rather meet Mr. Rafa first? He's really unavailable today.
I'm definitely willing to attend the press conference. I was just hoping to learn how the Kylians view Ida. This is a great opportunity.
Thank you for granting the Kylians this precious opportunity for dialogue. Please, follow me.
Okay. Oh my god! Idiot! Oh my god, almost killed myself. Shh. Excuse me? It's down there. How do I get down there? Okay. I can't get off this platform like that. Am I supposed to fly off here? I guess I can use this. Oh my god, immediately water. I know I have bad fucking experiences in different city maps with waters. That would just kill me probably if I land in that, because I can't get out of it anymore. But anyway, I try. Okay.
Veronica spent years locked in negotiations with Anchor Infinity over Project Astralis, and she's finally won their approval. That was no easy task.
I heard Anchor Infinity couldn't afford the resources Project Astralis required back then. It took nearly 20 years of saving to barely agree.
But if we don't do this, how will we ever find a new home?
But if we do this, will we return to the old days when supplies couldn't meet demand?
Have you heard? Someone from Ida has actually come looking for us.
Impossible. If that were true, the pirates wouldn't be this quiet. They'd have clashed with the Anchor Infinity ages ago.
If Ida has been found, that might be good. We could finally eat some cheap oranges, right?
How can you be sure Ida still has oranges? The place was bombed to smithereens back then. Who knows how much usable land is left?
The press conference hasn't begun yet. Don't casually discuss Ida. Anchor Infinity will make the appropriate decision.
Thanks for sharing the latest patch. Service Language Pack upgrading.
You're welcome, and thank you for the prompt system security alert.
Lana sent a new patch to that droid, Tom, and it's expressing thanks. Robots share information when they're within 10 meters of each other. Looks like that droid Tom discovered a system vulnerability while it was working, and Lana immediately sent over the appropriate patch.
Yeah, rise up.
My apologies, everyone. A minor issue has come up at the press conference that I need to address. For the rest of the tour, would you two please accompany Joe and Johns?
Allow me to present Anchor Infinity's outstanding scientific achievements, especially in the field of life sciences. The unique space environment here has opened up entirely new avenues for Helix Bio's research. We've achieved extraordinary breakthroughs here, further unraveling the secrets of life. I doubt such achievements could ever be realized on Ida.
A bit like combining plants and humans to manufacture special medicines?
You shallow, ignorant, scientific illiterate. You can't possibly comprehend how priceless and unique Kylo is to life science research.
Shut up. Oh, my keyboard is lying.
I know what you're getting at. They're nothing but useless scraps, skulking around and exploiting Helix Bio's resources for their own gain. Trash like that should have been recycled long ago.
You still keep Eloise around? Despite what she did?
Life has many forms of value. Even waste can fulfill its purpose at Helix Bio. But obviously, you Aidans can't possibly understand that.
What a fucking condescending piece of shit.
I heard you've been in Kylo for some time, yet you still don't see the true value of this universe.
You mean those insectoid creatures that can coexist with turbulence?
Those who have pushed life beyond its limits indeed have sharper insight. The Astral Hive is our most precious treasure. The Kylians rebuild new life from ruins and wastelands, and rely on a renewed understanding of life. Soon you'll witness Kylo's miracles of life. Evolution is right here.
Our time is limited. Please promptly proceed to the next stop.
Johns will handle the rest. I'm quite busy, so I won't accompany you two any further.
That wasn't facing the right direction.
This is the Kylo Expo Hall. Feel free to explore the exhibits. I heard that after the explosion, it was Hykros who restored order in Ida, right?
Yes, after the cataclysm, all of Asperia was left in ruins, but Hykros found a way to manage aftermath. What used to be Asperia is now Hykros' District 9. That's where I'm from.
So, there are other districts as well?
I have also been to District 7, which was originally Vera.
Vera, huh. My grandfather was supposedly from there.
After our negotiations with Anchor Infinity end, you might be able to go see it, however.
Are you worried about the negotiations? I'm afraid that's out of my league. Hykros is just a small research institute under Anchor Infinity here in Kylo.
I get that. It's not the negotiations that concern me. It's Ida's transportation crisis right now. Inter-district travel is possible, but options are limited and expensive, making communication between districts difficult. Before I came to Kylo, I'd heard about the advanced spaceship technology. It's capable of transporting massive spaceships and huge amounts of cargo. Ida's current technology still can't achieve that.
Is your space rift technology really that behind?
Stop being condescending, prick already. They say that 50 years ago, Hykros was the driving force behind space rift research on Kylo, but the cataclysm brought that work to an abrupt halt. And in the chaos that followed, Hykros space rift technology has remained frozen ever since.
I understand, but I'm afraid there's nothing I can do to help. If you want us to help you build a space rift, it has to be approved by Anchor Infinity.
Screw that! That's exactly why we hope to foster cooperation between Hykros headquarters and Anchor Infinity, for the benefit of everyone. I'll do everything I can to make it happen. And when the time comes, I hope you won't refuse.
Naturally. My work here is done for the day. I wish you both an enjoyable stay in the Brighton zone.
We're gonna steal it, aren't we? What are you moaning for? The fuck? Read exhibit information. Arc space station was approved in 2657, overseen by Dr. Nolan Brown, chief designer of the Kylo Aerospace Research Institute. The station, comprised of 5 segments, was launched by the KL-9 heavy lift rocket, with in-orbit assembly completed in 2661. Post-cataclysm, due to space-time turbulence and meteor disasters, the station's main structure temporarily operated at only 55% functionality. Its current incarnation came about only after years of repair and construction. Can you not moan? What the fuck? I wasn't running that much. Seriously? Why are you climbing shit? Idiot. In 2670, Anchor Infinity was the first to organize exploration initiatives, marking the beginning of Kylo's age of exploration. Or-Zero was one of its most significant discoveries. In 2674, the Anchor Infinity expedition fleet discovered a large amount of fuel in the Campion belt, leading to the development of Or-Zero. Now Kylo's core energy producer. And something over there, but I don't know how to get there. What the hell? Shut up!
The press conference will begin shortly. If you're interested in the expo hall, you're welcome to come visit when you next have time. Please, follow me to the conference venue, you two.
No worries, lead the way. Nope, I just wasn't pressing it rightly, I guess. How the fuck I'm supposed to go there? Is there a path here? I don't know. Use this, then it doesn't moan so much. Seriously? Why is it putting me here? Bullshit. I can't get off the edge. Shit. Is this a teleportation hub? Doesn't seem to work. Is this gonna help? Is this closer? No. Shit, man. How do I... Okay. This didn't help. Huh. That's useful. Thanks. And now it's pointing me to the wall again. This doesn't open, you know. Shut up. Of course. It's stupid. It doesn't point to the door, it don't point to the wall. Why is it wrong? What is the point of this fucking navigation if it doesn't show me right away?
Wait here for a moment. The reporters are already seated, but the on-site staff said a problem came up during the equipment test, so they're replacing it now.
2 minutes later.
Everything's ready. Please, follow me. Don't worry. If there are any tricky questions you'd rather not answer, I'll step in to help. Apologies for the delay, everyone, and thank you for your patience. This is the long-awaited Ida visitor.
Visitors. Shirley is also one, as far as I know.
Anchor Infinity is fully aware of the recent rumors circulating about the Ida visitor. To put everyone's doubts to rest, we have arranged this press conference.
Greetings, I'm Authority General Galactic from High Cross District 9, which was formerly a superior of the Narns Federation. I'm the diplomatic representative from High Cross for this visit to Kylo. 3 months ago, shortly after we arrived, our spaceship encountered some issues. We crash-landed in the R0 zone. It wasn't until the recent Homecomer assembly that we finally established contact with Anchor Infinity. First, I'd like to publicly express my gratitude to Anchor Infinity for tirelessly searching for us.
Oh, don't be so polite. We've kept everyone waiting long enough, and I doubt they're here for empty formalities. Let's get to the point.
I've got a question. Over here. Hello?
So many people.
The person up front seems eager. Let's hear their question first.
Alright, let's hear from them.
Hello, I'm Knox with Frontline Echo. May I ask what evidence you have that you came from Ida?
Really? Go fuck yourself, you doubter. Huh?
What I mean is, how can you prove you're really from Ida and not just some con artist using the name Ida Visitor to scam donations from gullible homecomers?
Shut the fuck up, you loser! Wait, what? I didn't say I'm here from donations. What the
Then
fuck?
what are you here for?
I represent High Cross in our negotiations with Anchor Infinity. We're hoping we can... If we tell them we want to rebuild Tower of Fantasy in Kylo, what will they think? Will they support me? Believe me? Or...
What's the matter? Cat got your tongue?
Shut the fuck up, you piece of shit. Do you have to sound hostile? Do you have to sound so hostile? I'm just thinking about how to say this. Some things still haven't been formally discussed, so it's too early to reveal them publicly.
Huh, dodging the question. If you ask me, you're nothing but a slicker version of the same old conmen.
What the fuck, you piece of shit! You...
Alright. Reporter Knox doesn't mean any harm.
No,
It's
that,
just
of
in
course
the
they do.
past, Kylo has seen lots of crooks pretending they'd found Ida to swindle the public.
Fuck
Surely
off.
you've heard the story of the boy who cried wolf, right? Now that a real visitor from Ida has come, the people of Kylo are naturally quite suspicious.
Are you shitting me right now? This...
Don't worry too much. Really, you could just show us something from Ida. Just one thing would prove you're telling the truth.
Such as?
I've heard Ida's natural environment is beautiful, with all kinds of fruits, vegetables, and fine food. Surely you can't stomach our Kylo rations. You must have brought some gifts, right?
No, I didn't. No one mentioned bringing gifts before we set off.
And you still claim you're not a swindler?
What the fuck? I'm gonna fucking take you, piece of shit.
A swindler, really? No way. Did Anchor Infinity get duped too?
Enough. Since nobody's willing to believe, I'll offer a solution. Aidans, like us, can use space rifts. How about we send their representative through the space rift to Ida right now, and bring back something unique to Ida? If they return with proof, that will surely settle everyone's doubts.
Not a bad idea. But the question is, diplomatic representative, do you dare?
Why not? Nanto may look genuinely eager to help, but I can't shake the feeling he's got ulterior motives. What if he uses this opportunity to send opportunity to send me back to Ida, and then shuts the species behind me, trapping me there? But still, hikers won't stop sending me new representatives. What is he really after?
I'm Shirley, assistant to...
There's no
need for them to go in person. I can handle it. The space rift needs a beacon from Asperia. Mr. Nanto, do you mind helping me?
Shirley, we don't have to agree to this. There are other options.
They're clearly setting a trap to weaken our influence here. If we don't play along now, we'll be branded liars immediately.
But...
You're the diplomatic representative of Hycros headquarters. Your every word and action reflects on Hycros. It sounds grand, but it means we must watch our words and actions to avoid giving them any ammunition. Whether it's the upcoming negotiations, Plotty's mission, or finding Bagus, we have to follow his instructions to the letter.
Really? This is such fucking corporate bullshit, stupid shit.
Besides, you gave us a contingency before we left, didn't you? And don't forget, I'm an angel of clemency.
What are you whispering about? Afraid of being exposed and thinking of running away?
What the hell? This guy, I'm fucking getting angry already.
Of course not. We're just discussing what to bring back. Hycros District 7, which was originally Vera, has lots of local delicacies. I'll make sure to bring back enough for everyone to sample.
Nanto plans to beacon in a space rift. Shirley enters it, and then doesn't return
Looks
for a
like
long
the
time.
accomplice abandoned the fraudster and ran. Perhaps they're already on a spaceship, concealed by space-time turbulence and vanished without a trace.
This can't be. Mr. Rafa contacted these representative superiors, although it was only done remotely.
Nanto, so this is why you tampered with the space rift.
The space rift is incredibly intricate. I'm just the security force chief, not a tech researcher. How could I possibly have tampered with it? I want you to be genuine more than anyone.
Mr. Nanto, we all know the Anchor Infinity has tried everything to improve life for the Kylians. When people get anxious, it's only natural for others to take advantage.
You really are a fraudster. You dared to trick us?
What the fuck?
I even gave you advice. Guards! Throw this fraudster into Brighton prison. Then, track down any accomplices and have the Hope Fleet issue a wanted notice.
Bullshit!
Affirmative.
Really need to think this through. Do you know what will happen if you lock me up? If you detain me now, I will promise you'll be forced to release me soon.
Enough talk. Do as I command.
The two Tom droids walked up to me and grabbed me before I could react. It was only then that I realized the depth of the malice. Okay. What the shit is going on? The text was too short as well.
Stop dawdling. Move it.
Will we be able to exit this prison?
Prisoner number 269-25925. Facility, Brighton Prison.
26 million? What the fuck?
Fraud, endangering public safety, etc. Sentence, undetermined.
Bullshit. Fucking conforming piece of garbage. The procedures. And it's broken again. How long do you plan to keeping me here? Are you holding me to force High Cross to accept my demand? The demand to settle on Ida? Or is this just to prove to the Kylians that Ida Visitor isn't real?
Which part of what I just told the press didn't sink in? Brighton Prison will be your home for the rest of your life.
What do you expect to gain from this? If I'm missing for too long, High Cross won't just sit and do nothing. You know that, right?
You already know High Cross pressured Anchor Infinity for your safety. So, it seems you admit to secretly planting a High Cross headquarters beacon inside the Ore Zero Zone space rift. Understand this. No one can contact High Cross headquarters from Kylo unless they have the special equipment in Mr. Rafa's office. Unless, of course, you've already slipped back through the space rift.
So you're planning to force me to confess to illegal acts? And that's proof? And that'll prove High Cross is unreliable partner? Then the Kylians will lose faith in High Cross Ida. Is that it? You're so afraid of the Kylians to turn into Ida, and so afraid of Anchor losing everything it has now, that you'd threaten my safety? Maybe you should reflect on your own actions before you rush to punish me.
You should do the reflecting. You secretly colluded with hostile forces in Kylo, the Wednesday crew, sabotaged Anchor Infinity's source activation injection research, and hid the fugitive Helene. Oh, and if you hadn't been caught today, were you planning to secretly reach out to Director Johns to see if he would serve High Cross back on Ida?
Nothing you're saying makes any sense. It's just you be patient and listen to every word I say. If I don't respond for more than 7 days, entrance coordinates of the passage from Kylo to Ida will be released. Then every Kylian will know how to return to Ida.
Entrance coordinates?
It's the passage I took to get here from Ida.
How can anyone be this stupid? Let me guess. Are you planning to announce it on Linsis' live stream? The coordinates you're planning to leak, they aren't the ones Anchor Infinity sent to High Cross, are they?
I won't tell you anything.
Let's assume these are the two most critical points in your plan. First, Linksys live streams runs on Echo Corporation's servers, which is another subsidiary of Anchor Infinity. Of course, if I were you, I'd have tucked her away somewhere safe long ago. Just like Helene. That place would be almost impossible to find. Nobody's locating that within the next 7 days.
I thought Anchor Infinity was all powerful here, but it turns out even you can't find her. If this plan is actually real, aren't you just walking into a trap? Oh wait, a moment. There's actually another option. Release me now, apologize profusely, and admit my credibility to the Kylians.
It's not that we can't find them, it would just require too many people. Tracking down someone that insignificant isn't worth the effort. Let's get back to the coordinates. The plan for building the passage is straightforward. High Cross and Kylo each open a channel within their own jurisdictions and ensure that they link up at a confirmed space-time connection point. To be absolutely safe, Hykros and Kylo share the coordinates for each end of the passage. However, unlike in Ida, the universe Kylo sits in is affected by space-time turbulence. So those coordinates aren't stable.
Why would the coordinates be unstable?
Imagine this universe is a tank that isn't completely full of water. Inside the tank are lots of empty bottles, some big, some small. Some leak, some don't. If the tank is shaken by some unknown force, the bottles drift with the chaotic currents. Their positions won't stay fixed. Still, after years of exploration, Anchor Infinity has learned some of the space-time turbulence patterns, like how people at the Homecomer Assembly can navigate the space-time turbulence near the Autumn Day.
So the coordinates you gave us were only valid when creating the passage. As the space-time turbulence shifted, those coordinates no longer mark the entrance to the passage.
Exactly. Right now it's probably just a vortex of raging turbulence. So why bother dragging people off? Even if you had that plan, it wouldn't matter. Once the coordinates are released, Anchor Infinity's fiercest opponents will rush in without hesitation. If your plan succeeds, Anchor Infinity's enemies will be wiped out. And the fence-sitters waiting for their return will finally realize which way the wind is blowing.
Lynch's is in danger.
Why is she? That's only hypothetical. Is that actually your plan? If it is, you'd be sending a lot of people to their deaths. Sorry. I have another meeting to get to. After all, thanks to that press conference, Anchor Infinity, despite its best efforts to win the public's trust, has ended up a victim of fraud. This is a serious public opinion crisis. I'd better go help Mr. Rafa figure out a plan.
You're shameless.
Oh, right. Didn't you make a wish at Odin's Tavern to come to the Brighton zone? So, how do you like the Brighton prison hideout I lined up for you? Ganir never misses.
You and Odin's Tavern? No, you and Baggis? How are you two linked? Lights out, I toss and turn. If Nanto knows what I said at Odin's Tavern, then there must be a mysterious force behind my place. And it's most likely Anchor Infinity. I asked about Baggis back at Odin's Tavern. Does Nanto know him? And does he know who Baggis really is and where he is hiding? Perhaps I got locked up here because I was getting too close to Baggis. He was afraid I'd find him, so he had me thrown in prison. Right now, I have to stop Lynch's from releasing the coordinates, and I still need to find Shirley. How can I get word out? Should I really just sit here, wait for Hykros to rescue me?
Hey, Nancy, what are you doing up in the middle of the night? Careful. If the droid Tom catches you, he'll send you straight to Dreamland.
What the fuck is that even?
Lincoln, listen. I figured something out. Your new roommate's in here for pretending to be from Ada. Even Anchor Infinity was fooled.
Whatever. Wait, even Anchor Infinity fell for it? That kid's got some guts.
First of all, I'm not faking it. Second, I'm not even asleep, so you don't have to whisper.
You've even fooled yourself, huh? If there really were people from Ida, Anchor Infinity would have been toppled ages ago. You'd hardly be sitting in here in that case.
Maybe it's not a lie and they're just crazy.
Whatever happened before, once you're in here, you're one of us.
I'm nothing like you. I haven't committed any crimes.
You aren't really from Ada, are you?
I forget it. Believe whatever you want.
Don't act all high and mighty. Everyone in Kylo knows the truth. except those useless drunks in the Brighton zone. Brighton prison doesn't hold the worst of us, but the bravest and most righteous. Only those who dare to speak the truth, who dare to resist, who dare to sacrifice themselves for justice deserve to be here. These iron bars don't lock up criminals. They lock up Kylo's last conscience.
Keep it down. The droid Tom's coming. New fish. I'm Gandhi. But everyone calls me Captain.
Quit calling me new fish. I have a name and it's neglected.
What's with the attitude? What are you, a chunk of raw ore or something?
I don't understand you.
A raw ore is someone who's doing time for the first time, while a new fish is a fresh arrival. Why did you lie to Anchor Infinity and say you were sent from Ida?
Okay, one last time, I'm not lying. As Nancy just said, everyone locked up here is like a conscience of Kylo, and I am the same. I'm the conscience of Ida.
Interesting. So, tell me, how exactly did you find your way to Kylo?
Have you guys had too much coffee? Can't sleep in the middle of the night and want to hear a bad time story?
Go ahead. I'm listening.
I don't want to talk about it. You wouldn't believe me anyway. You just laugh and say I should be writing novels.
Looks like Anchor Infinity hit you pretty hard. I believe you're for real, Aidan. Just before you arrived, Anchor Infinity hauled in a batch of pirates they caught at the Homecomer Assembly. We've already heard the gist of what happened. I might be the only one who believes you, though. And I'm only choosing to trust you because of Granny Lola's granddaughter and her student.
Wait, you're familiar with lynches and others?
I used to follow Granny Lola. To uphold her ideals, I even put together my own pirate crew. But later on, I needed to make ends meet, so I went to the Brighton zone for business.
How did a businesswoman end up behind bars? Tax evasion?
The charge in my file says I ran illegal experiments under the guise of the Floral Expo. In truth, I was plotting an uprising against Anchor Infinity. The original sentence was 20 years, but after 2 failed escape attempts, I've now got 99 years and 10 months left.
Flora Expo? Isn't that Helix Bio's lab? Are you related to that somehow?
Of course not. But Anchor Infinity couldn't possibly throw Mr. Hamilton behind bars. He's the man who's responsible for Helix Bio's greatest achievements. They needed someone to take the fall, and my background and timing made me the perfect scapegoat.
Got it now. No one locked up here has actually done anything wrong. They just made Anchor Infinity mad is all.
So how come you two are in here?
I'm an Or Zero foreman. I organized a strike after Anchor Infinity's harsh treatment. Got 20 years for it. 14 left.
I got 8 years for doing maintenance and system repairs on ships without flight permits. Only 2 left now. So, how long did you get?
I'm not sure, I didn't stay in trial. But Nanto said I'd stay here for the rest of my life. So who knows, maybe Candy and I can grow all together here?
Don't even think about it.
You're actually pretty funny.
When your life is so bad, what else can you do about it but laugh?
Easy. You figure out a way to break free from despair.
I mean, escape like Helen did?
This is Brighton Prison, so there are cameras everywhere. Except for the main gate, the whole perimeter is engulfed in raging space-time turbulence. Helene, that crazy girl, actually burst through a wall and leapt straight into it.
I have to get out. And fast. Anchor Infinity has set the deadly trap. And without my signal, everyone, Lynches, and the Kylians who want to return to Ida will perish.
What do you mean?
I briefly recount my own experiences, as well as the dangers Lynches and others might be facing.
If Linces really takes the homecomers to those coordinates, won't they all perish without a trace?
We've been trapped in this corner of the universe for 50 years. It's not like we ever had anywhere to bury the dead. To recycle resources, everyone's bodies are reclaimed and repurposed.
Is this really the time to be talking about that? Captain, shouldn't we be helping somehow?
I'm beat. Let's get some sleep. We've got work to do tomorrow.
Ah. All right. Good night.
Good night, Captain.
Good night. A bit of break. I've been holding back because I'm a diplomatic representative. But it's clear Anchor Infinity won't play by the rules any longer. A sleepless night. Day 2.
25925. 25925.
What am I supposed?
Breakfast time. Breakfast time.
I can't move fast. Wrong button. So can I press? Yep. Right. Okay. All my weapons are disabled. I'm literally forced to fucking walk like a fucking peasant. Really? This is the worst story I've ever seen so far. Captain, may I ask you something?
What is it?
You've done business in a Brighton zone. What do you know about Odin's Tavern? Is Anchor Infinity involved?
Are you really worrying about that right now?
We're stuck here anyway, so why not just chat about it?
Then you've asked the right person. I actually know the answer to that. The owner of Odin's Tavern is Apex, the space station's largest shareholder. The CEO of Apex died an unnatural death just before the space station was launched, and control of the group was transferred to Asarada, the eldest son of the Todd family. He was also the one who stepped up to take charge during the station's explosion crisis.
How do you know all this? Do you have any proof?
What do you think? How does a mud-stomping ex-space pirate like me end up as a Brighton Zone merchant?
How could I know?
Because I was born in the Brighton Zone. My mother was an Apex engineer in charge of the space station's reconstruction, and she had close ties to the Todd family. Later, when Aglaia Todd, the eldest daughter of the Todd family, set out to construct Odin's Tavern, my mother was the one who devised a streamlined, efficient, low-resource plan. She launched the place with nothing more than a multifunctional compact bar counter.
In other words, Odin's Tavern was originally established by Aglaia Todd, the Todd family's eldest daughter, but Kylo is now controlled by Anchor Infinity.
That's a whole other story. And it's Nanto's story too.
Then tell me this, who's the owner of Odin's Tavern now?
I don't know exactly who, but within the Homecomers' innermost circle, everyone knows Apex never really disappeared, because Odin's Tavern has been running the whole time.
Surely Anchor Infinity isn't running Odin's Tavern, right?
Unless Aglaia is Anchor Infinity's CEO, that's impossible.
I don't understand.
You're an Aidan, so you don't understand Miss Aglaia at all. After the explosion, Asarada could only rebuild the space station so quickly with Miss Aglaia's help. She's a tech prodigy who led the space station's AI reconstruction. Back then, the explosion had all but obliterated the station's AI servers. Barely 1 in 10 remained. Without her help restoring the AI, not a single person aboard would have survived.
Text and subtitles are going off with big lines. Like, you heard what they said, and what you see what it says? This is so backwards.
She stored all of Odin's resources on a standalone server that's said to be hidden deep within the space-time turbulence. After Miss Aglaia was cryogenically frozen due to Starstone syndrome.
Wait, cryo-frozen? Leia was cryo-frozen? But isn't there already a cure for Starstone syndrome?
The news said it was cryogenic freezing. Anchor Infinity even turned the case into an ad for their new stasis pods and plastered it everywhere. But almost no one believed them. Some even say that Anchor Infinity took advantage of the moment when the cryogenic anesthetic was administered to outright kill Lana's mother, the heiress of the Todd family. That's how Anchor Infinity seized Lana and secured the position it holds today. Anyway, that's all old news from the last generation. You wanted to know about Odin's Tavern, right? Word is, before Aglaia was frozen, she appointed a trusted confidant to run it in her stead.
This is how the Homecomer Assembly and the Wednesday crew have been getting their funding this whole time?
That's right. Ever since Anchor Infinity ousted Apex, they've been using the Hope Fleet's expeditions to hunt for this server cluster and that mysterious agent. But so far, they've only come up empty-handed. They could send a few hands to run the bar and keep expanding Odin's Tavern, but they can't so much as touch the real Odin's Tavern. What is it?
Brighton prison doesn't look so too crowded, but at the last Homecomer Assembly I saw Nanto haul away lots of pirates with my own eyes.
Kylo has numerous prisons. Some are located in scattered space mining facilities where inmates are forced to work as miners, while others sit at key junctions along safe routes where prisoners are tasked with maintaining supply points. There are actually dozens of Brighton prisons, big and small. This is just one of them. The pirates you mentioned are probably locked up in one of the others.
That's how it is.
Oh, and some of them are probably dead.
Worked to death, like the Cyprian, you know. Dead? How did they die?
We botched the job, so they were punished. Killed for it.
Yeah, like in Russian times. People were exported into Siberia. You know, I don't remember the exact word, but you know, they just stole people from here, took it to Siberia in boot camps or concentration camps. All that shit. Both Russians and like Nazis did that. What kind of job? What kind of punishment?
You'll be doing that job today, so you'll find out soon enough. As for the punishment, you're better off not knowing.
What? They want to learn more about this place.
Trying to break out, huh?
Never said that. This place is swarming with surveillance. You're talking so loud. Aren't you afraid of that Troy Tom will hear you and drag you off to get him punished?
Relax. No one who's locked up here ever gets out anyway. You could turn your escape plan into a song and sing it straight to a droid Tom. Nobody would even care. Save your strength. It's pointless.
Is there really no way out?
Yep. Dead people. Dead people get to leave. If you're that eager to get out, be my guest. Give it a try.
I said yesterday, if I can't get out, many people will die. If you want to help me break out, then forget about it.
Once you know everything about this place, you'll understand me. What is it?
How much do you know about Nanto?
A lot. Depends on what you want to know.
Everything.
That's way too much to get through in a single meal. You probably need 3.
Tell me everything you know. If you know anything about Baggis, tell me that first.
Baggis? That name does ring a bell.
You know him?
Take it easy. It just sounds familiar. Can't quite place where I've heard it before.
Then try and remember. How's he linked to Nanto?
I don't think this has anything to do with Nanto. I don't think I heard that name from anyone linked to him. It's just vaguely familiar. Maybe I'm mixing things up. I'll tell you about Nanto first. We're about the same age, and my mom was really close with the Todd siblings, so I actually know him pretty well. I've heard stories about him ever since I was a kid.
You're both childhood friends?
No. To me, he was more like a role model. Whenever I ticked my mom off as a kid, she'd tell me to learn from Nanto. She'd say he's kind, smart, all of that.
So what's your relationship?
He doesn't know me. But I've known him since I was little. He's Asurada's adopted son.
Sorada's adopted son? Since when did that happen?
Around 2696, I think. At that point, both the Todd siblings had contracted Starstone Syndrome. Also, Anchor Infinity had discovered the Ore Zero Zone and rolled out credits, and Apex had lost a significant portion of its business to Anchor Infinity. Nanto's parents were also employees of Apex, and Anchor Infinity held a grudge against them over work-related matters. After they died, Asurada adopted him. Asurada spent years battling Starstone Syndrome, and the constant strain left no time for marriage or children. He treated Nanto as his son and poured all his knowledge and skills into him, grooming him to be Apex's future heir.
How come he's director and Anchor Infinity now?
Well, it's a bit complicated for now. Let's talk about it tomorrow.
Breakfast time over. Breakfast time over.
Damn.
Head to the plant cultivation room and start your work. Head to the plant cultivation room
Shut up.
and start your work.
Come on. The work you're so curious about is starting.
Okay. Store doesn't open. Yeah, I suspected as much. Go through that door.
Come on, I'll teach you. Over here. These plants are Helix biopatents. This species can conduct electricity. We're responsible for looking after them and making sure they stay healthy.
Helix Bio again. What exactly do I do?
It's simple. We have 3 nutrient solutions here, each with a different effect. Add the measured amounts in a specific order. Just follow my lead. I'll do it first, then you copy. Once you get the hang of it, you can do it on your own. First, draw up the liquid from the bottle on the far left with your test tube. Remember, don't let the test tube touch the inner wall. Easy does it, keep your hand steady. Add 10 drops to the roots, then wait until the soil fully absorbs the nutrient solution.
Okay, the far left one, 10.
By the way, what were you and the captain talking about just now? She seemed to really enjoy talking with you.
Shut up. Oh, I'm from Ida and don't really know much about this place. So I was asking a few things I'm curious about. Let me finish this first, then we'll talk. 10 drops. Wait a minute, that's not right.
What? What's wrong?
This nutrient solution rec is the wrong way around. So the numbers are reversed. I'm supposed to use the one on the far right. That's what you meant. By far left, right?
What? That's impossible. Let me see.
Watch out. In his haste, Ninkong knocks over the nutrient solution in front of him.
Offender 11667 wasted 2 bottles of nutrient solution. Punishment 1 night in the brain interface room.
Fuck off.
No, please.
Detroit Tom drags Hinkon away by force, and Candy. What even is the brain interface room?
The punishment that can get you killed. Everyone just calls it the dream house. Watch yourself. Don't ever slip up. And whatever you do, try to stay out of there.
That Lincoln, he
switched your nutrient solution on purpose, just so you get a taste of the dream house. And you're still worried about him.
Why would he do that?
Because I trust you. He just doesn't like you, that's all. Can't you tell? We've got free time until dinner. Since you're so curious about Kylo, how about I take you to the electronic reading room? You can learn a lot there.
Huh, I skipped work. Well, that's easy. Wait, damn it! This stupid climbing shit. It's annoying. Well, dang fuck, the distances are close because we can't walk for shit. with this space? Like, what the fuck, with dreaming or something?
You can use all the machines in here. Just unlock them with your fingerprint. Besides here, the cafeteria and the plant cultivation room are open, but there's nothing to eat in the cafeteria right now. If you're hoping to shave some time off your sentence by putting in extra work, you can always head back to the plant cultivation room. If you perform exceptionally well, you might even earn access to the gym and the movie room. But let's be honest, there's no way you'll qualify for those.
Using these terminals, perhaps I can contact Whitepiercer. I'm okay here. I just stay where I'm.
Suit yourself. I'm an exemplary prisoner, so I'll go catch a movie.
Inmates who bust out of prison and get another 100 years added to their sentence are regarded as exemplary.
Bye. If there's anything you don't get, just go ask Steven over there. He's an old bookworm and knows this place better than anyone.
Stralis is that exploration mission Hipper mentioned was recently approved. Think the expo hall mentioned it too. Seems like it's pretty important to the Hope Fleet. Internal strife and external threats. General Veronica's Project Astralis faces setbacks. Echo News, August 19, 2709. On December 23rd, 2708, at the 39th Annual Hope Fleet Report meeting, General Veronica unveiled Project Astralis for the first time. The project is a large-scale exploratory mission, spearheaded by an elite Hope Fleet unit to seek other habitable planets, like guardians across the universe. This project received enthusiastic applause at the time, with General Veronica's bold vision widely praised, causing her public approval among the guardians to soar. However, Anchor Infinity failed to provide a prompt, positive response. In an earlier interview, Anchor Infinity's finance minister highlighted the growing piracy problem, stating that the Hope Fleet should prioritize resolving immediate crisis. He emphasized that the exploration project requires extensive manpower, resources, and financial support, which he deemed premature for both the Hope Fleet and the Kylians. Moreover, he warned that should General Veronica act out of line, Anchor Infinity would consider cutting funding for all Hope Fleet projects. He urged General Veronica to focus efforts on eradicating piracy instead. 8 months later, as of our reporter's latest interviews, the topic appears to have become taboo within the Hope Fleet and is seldom discussed openly. This stagnation has also impacted General Veronica's internal approval rating. Although the Hope Fleet leadership has yet to be publicly express dissatisfaction, it is not hard to imagine that growing internal discontent will increasingly hamper her governance of the fleet. Will General Veronica persist in advancing Project Astralis? Can she turn the tide and restore her support? What future awaits the Hope Fleet? Echo News will continue to follow the story. E234 2709. Echo Corporation. Retention period 11 years public. A lot of reading's gonna go on here. I saw the best way due to Starstone syndrome, but I thought there were— What the fuck? Stop deleting the text, damn it. Fuck this. Anchor Infinity President Rafa, Apex Chairman Azorada passes away. Kylo management rights transferred smoothly. Daily Kylo reporter Claire Fontana. Kylo Space Station. At a press conference held today at Anchor of Infinity headquarters, President Rafa expressed deep condolences over the passing of former Apex chairman Azorada Todd. Official sources confirmed that Mr. Azorada peacefully passed away last Wednesday in his private medical chamber after a prolonged battle with the Starstone syndrome. At the age of 62, Mr. Azorada was not only a foundational figure in Kylo's development, but also one of the pioneers of human space exploration. President Rafa stated during this speech, his foresight and extraordinary courage laid a solid foundation for the survival of the Kylo people. Although we held differing views on management philosophies, that in no way diminishes his outstanding contributions to Kylo. At this sorrowful moment, all Anchor Infinity employees extend their sincere condolences to the Todd family. President Rafa further confirmed that the transfer of ownership of Apex's depreciated assets is processing steadily according to plan. We have reached a comprehensive agreement with the former Apex to ensure a smooth and orderly handover of authority. Anchor Infinity is committed to fostering Kylo's continued prosperity and development, creating a better tomorrow for every Kylo citizen. As one of Kylo's founding families, the Todd siblings' contributions to the space station are remarkable. Azorada Todd oversaw operations during the station's explosion crisis, while his sister Agleia Todd spearheaded the initial AI reconstruction effort. Under their leadership, Kylo grew from a simple scientific outpost into a space settlement housing hundreds of thousands of residents. President Rafa concluded, though we bid farewell to respected former leader, Kylo's future remains bright. Anchor Infinity will carry forward Mr. Azorada's passion for space exploration while introducing more efficient AI management systems, so that all Kylians may soon realize their long-standing dream of finding a new home. It is reported that Azorada Todd's memorial service will be held next week at unspecified location in the Brighton zone. Anchor Infinity has declared that day a Kylo-wide day of mourning. All non-adjacent facilities will be suspend operations as a mark of respect. Comments restriction. Access restricted. Reddit reports. Azorada Todd, a legendary life from a period to Kylo, access restricted. Apex and Anchor Infinity, rise and fall of two major groups, access restricted. Phantom Thief captured, falls into mine smelting furnace, identity unknown. N418, 2709, Daily Kylo, retention period 10 years limited. Damn. So many restricted access. I'm pissed off about this corruption of locking things down from public. So Phantom was actually Azorada. Is that what really killed him? But what about Nando? Phantom Thief captured. Falls into Brighton zone smelting furnace, identity still unknown. Okay, at least we get to read this. Brighton Observer. Reporter Mason Reed. Brighton zone, the Mr. Vigilante, known as Phantom, long hailed by the locals as guardian of justice, amid Brighton's turmoil, was apprehended during the pre-dawn raid today. While attempting to escape, Phantom fell into smelting furnace 3 in the Brighton zone and has now been confirmed dead. According to the official Anchor Infinity statement, the 3-month dragnet, codenamed Operation Phantom, was personally directed by Director Levin of the Anchor Infinity Security Department and carried out on scene with Deputy Director Nanto. Today, procedure defeated disorder. The collective triumphed over the individual, Deputy Director Nando announced in a brief press release Phantom-style vigilante justice cannot bring real order to the Brighton zone. Only under Anchor Infinity's regulated governments can Kylo regain its peace. Inside this report, the security department employed a decoy strategy. Employed or deployed? With Director Levin forging a classified document purportedly. What the fuck is this? Purposely listing members. Purportedly? What the fuck, dude? Listing members of the Homecomer faction to lure Phantom into the open. During the pursuit, Deputy Director Nando is said to have confronted Phantom alone. By the time reinforcements arrived, the target had slipped and fallen into the red-hot furnace. The operation stayed notably coincided with the death anniversary of Nando's adoptive father. Former Apex president Azura thought, asked why he skipped the memorial. Nando replied expressionlessly, "Duty comes first, no excuses." The deputy director, famed for his sense of timing, once again proved his decisiveness during the power shift from Apex to Anchor Infinity. His loyalties had long been evident. In his view, it seems, carrying out Anchor Infinity's mandate outweighs bidding farewell, the man who gave him everything. Yeah, he's ungrateful fuck. The security department continues to withhold the details of Phantom's true role, citing an ongoing investigation. Sources suggest the vigilante may have been a former senior Apex employee who turned to extremism after Anchor Infinity's takeover of Kylo. With Phantom now lost to the furnace, however, the mystery may never be solved. Nando concluded, Phantom's fall is only the beginning. Any attempt to challenge Anchor Infinity's authority over public security will be punished to the full extent of the regulations. Selected comments. Security Officer 2046. As a member of the department, I can say Deputy Director Nando is the calmest person I've ever met. No matter how tired things get, he's always 3 steps ahead. Director Levin trusts him, for good reason. Concentric circle 0577. Duty comes first, well said. Does he even dare step through the Todd's family store? Traitor. Minor 7583. Nando's worse than slag. He skipped his foster father's last goodbye for official business. The Todd family raised a wolf. Story Traveler. You don't know the half of it. He leaked trade secrets that gave Anchor Infinity Lana's core code, and probably pocketed a fortune. The Todd family's foster son is now Anchor Infinity's lapdog. Now, Apex is in pieces, and Nando's on the rise. Rafa got the deck, Nando got the title, and Azurada lost everything. Anonymous user. Phantom was Brighton Zone's guardian, and the true voice of the weak. Anchor Infinity can kill one Phantom, but not the hope in the people's hearts. One day, another Phantom will stand up to finish the mission. Anonymous user. This comment was automatically deleted by the system. B512 2703. Partner observer. Redemption period 15 years limited. Just a load of useless junk. Is this terminal completely separated from the outside world? Announcement. Temporary management adjustment at Brighton Prison. Brighton Prison Administration announcement. Jointly issued by Anchor Infinity and the Hope Fleet. Date of publication Kylo year 2714. Redacted. Number PPMG redacted. To all Brighton Prison staff and inmates. According to the latest agreement between Anchor Infinity and the Hope Fleet from this date forth, the daily management of the Brighton Prison will be temporarily taken over by the Anchor Navigation Security Department. under the direct supervision of Director Nanto. This adjustment is part of the regular regulational management plan. aimed at promoting cooperation and optimizing resources between Anchor Infinity and the Hope Fleet. Key points of the management change. Visitation regulations. Fixed weekly visits on Wednesdays and Saturdays are cancelled and replaced with a visitation by application system. Daily routine. The current schedule will remain unchanged. Special notice. All existing special arrangements for inmates in blocks B and D will be maintained. Facility usage. Brain interface facilities will be continue operating in accordance with the Hope Fleet's brain interface usage and standards. 5. Appeal channels. Inmate appeals will be submitted simultaneously to the Anchor Oversight Team, Hope Fleet Compliance Investigation Committee. Staff notices. Current staff assignments remain unchanged. Security procedures will follow the latest version of the Brighton Prison Security Manual. Security Manual. All unusual incidents must be reported to both departments through official reports. Inmate guidelines. Daily applications procedures remain unchanged. Special cases may be submitted via the newly established appeal box. The prison library will add newly published legal literature. General Veronica will depart soon to carry out the 6-month Project Australis. During this period, the Hope Fleet will continue to conduct regular inspections of prison operations through appointed commissioners. The Anchor Navigation Security Department pledges to maintain the stable operation of Brighton Prison and ensure that the basic rights of all inmates remain unaffected. Brighton Prison Temporary Management Committee, SEAL, Anchor Infinity and Hope Fleet. Hey, do you mind if I ask a few questions?
Don't interrupt me, I'm reading.
I've just got a simple question. Are these terminals completely offline?
Ugh.
Do they not update the digital archive here? Heard the whole prison's being unsurveilled. I'm guessing it's an AI, right? Does that mean the network here is monitored too?
You're really noisy. I'll answer one question, but no more bothering me after that. The digital library here is offline. When it needs an update, staff from the management office brings over a dedicated network plugin to do it. No, don't even think you can find a way to contact the outside world from here. Every time some new fish shows up, they ask me the same stupid questions. You people are really getting on my nerves. I'm studying, I'm researching, I'm using my life to read. You're wasting my precious life, and you're keeping me from gaining new knowledge.
Okay, I get it. I'm really sorry. I won't bother anymore. Seems that I can't get through the void piercer from here.
Lights out time. Lights out time.
Lights out. Head back to my cell to get some rest.
Mr. Rafa, you've only just recovered. Shouldn't you rest a while longer?
Helix Biotech has always proven reliable. There's no need to worry. Now tell me your assessment of our diplomatic representative.
The diplomatic representative Hykros sent is green and inexperienced. Now we just have to wait for those most stubborn homecomers to deliver themselves straight into our hands. Right now, I'm worried about Helix Bio.
Joe.
He's not exactly tight-lipped. Rumors about Noah are already spreading.
Even you've heard.
He nearly blurted it out in front of that diplomatic representative today. The way I found out is entirely within the bounds of my normal duties.
Don't worry. I was planning to make Noah and Project Ark public anyway. This won't affect the bigger picture. Are you interested in reading the Project Ark press release?
This is outside my clearance. I'm not authorized to view it.
Any leads on that Bagus who was mentioned in the surveillance footage?
That's the next thing I wanted to report. I've looked into it, and there isn't a single person named Bagus in all of Kylo. I'm not sure what's going on, but I'll be more thorough in the next interrogation.
That won't be necessary. Bagus isn't important.
Do you recognize this person?
One of the passengers killed in the explosion on the space station, an Asperian. I remember him because he boarded with an invitation from Apex. Don't concern yourself with the dead. We have more important matters. At the next interrogation, start by asking what the difference between Shirley and Nemesis is.
Why do we need to ask about that? I know about Shirley, but who is Nemesis?
That humanoid weapon from Ida is called an Angel of Clemency. It employs a unique form of omnium technology. Shirley was merely her name before being modified. Now, she goes by Nemesis. We're studying the manufacturing technology of the Angels of Clemency. It will greatly aid Project Ark, but we still can't break through her subconscious. A door stands in the way, and the answer to the problem is the key.
Understood. I'll handle it right away.
Damn, they never sent Shirley away then. They just kidnapped her. They just extract the data for their own gain. The night passes without incident.
Mr. Nanto, report for interrogation. Proceed to the interrogation room immediately.
259. Oh, right.
Good morning. You're looking pretty good. It seems Brighton Zone's food agrees with you.
Did you come here to check on me especially?
I don't have that much free time. I'm here to ask you a few questions about Ida.
Why are you suddenly so interested in Ida? Isn't Anchor Infinity determined to stop Kylands from contacting Ida?
Anchor does think that way. But that doesn't mean I do.
Ha! Did you really think you could earn my trust that easily? I've already heard lots about you here. Like how you sold out your own benefactors for personal gain.
I'm not asking for your trust. Only that you tell me what's happening on your side.
Really?
General Veronica of the Hope Fleet is off on a mission. This prison is under my control for the time being. So, you can trust me. Unless you think Asurada, the former head of Apex, is a fool.
What do you want to know, and why?
Because I can't bring myself to trust anyone from High Cross. I sat in on 2 of Rafa's meetings with them, and all they did was hype up how perfect things are on their side. It sounds like nothing but overblown propaganda. Fertile soil, perfect climate, abundant resources, cutting-edge technology, and everyone living in peace and prosperity. Do they take us Kylians for fools? Most of the newer Kylians have long forgotten, but I haven't. I've seen the project files for the Kylo space station. Project Ark had to be ready to protect us from the worsening temporal anomalies.
Ark?
The Kylo space station is known as the Ark. It symbolizes a vessel that carries the last Kylian survivors through the apocalypse as we seek new lives and a chance to rebuild our home. Once the disaster has passed, of course. The Ark space station was so far away, yet even it got caught in that massive explosion. You were at Ground Zero. So how? How did you get out unscathed?
Still haven't told me why you want to know all this.
You've been in the Ore Zero zone for so long, and you've got deep ties with the homecomers. You must think Anchor is oppressing the Kylians and hoarding resources for their own selfish desires. Outrageous, isn't it?
Isn't this true though? They are being a fucking Nazis about it.
And can you really guarantee that Hykros hasn't told so much as a single lie? Is the land of Ida really that great? I betrayed Asurada to make my own life easier. That hasn't changed. We're still in Ida, and I'll make my own decisions.
If I were to judge, Ida might not be as perfect as Hykros made it sound during your meeting, but it's certainly better than the current overseer zone. If I get the chance, I'll lay everything out honestly, and any Kylian who wishes to return to Ida can go see it for themselves first, and then share the impressions with the others.
You're still not being honest. Why don't we talk about your dear friend Shirley? The only person who accompanied you to Kylo turned out to be a victim of a temporal anomaly. So, you still haven't escaped the temporal anomaly, have you? In her memories, the scenes of it are truly horrifying.
How do you know Shirley is? What have you done to her? Her memories? How did you see them?
We haven't done anything to her. We're doing everything we can to heal Nemesis. The space-time turbulence sent her system into chaos, so we had no choice but to intervene in her brain.
Shirley never made it back to Ida. He tampered with the beacon and threw her into the very heart of the space-time turbulence. Here in Kylo, that was the only way to render her powerless.
I've already told you. We're healing Nemesis, not Shirley. Are the two of them completely the same to you? Frozen body, eyes drained of all life.
Be quiet. Calm down. He was supposed to ask about Ida, but he's shifted the conversation from temporal anomalies to Shirley instead. Did Baggis tell him about this? And why mention Shirley? Shirley's in their hands now. She's basically a hostage. Healing a hostage? No. They just want to ensure Shirley remains alive. What's the point of this interrogation?
I call her Nemesis, but you insist on calling her Shirley. Tell me, what's the difference between them in your eyes? Can you not stand that machine body of hers?
Nemesis. Shirley. Nem. Baggis wants to track down Nem with Shirley? But this could be my chance to reach Nem. With her help, I can get away sooner. Shirley, Nem, I believe in you both. To me, Shirley will always be Shirley. Her body may have been rebuilt after the temporal anomaly, but she herself hasn't changed. As for Nemesis, I don't know how much you know about the Angels of Clemency, but I suggest you don't provoke Shirley when she loses control. If you do that, Nemesis won't be controlled by gentle Shirley anymore, but by the angry Void Piercer. Friendly warning, don't play with fire.
Void Piercer.
Next place. Slowly go way back to whatever we go on. Oh, Lincoln is back. I thought he was killed in whatever place it was. Dream house thing. I miss mealtime. I'm so hungry, Lincoln. Thank goodness you're alive.
My brain's practically fried after a whole night in the dream house.
Gandhi told me you switched my nutrient solutions on purpose. Is that true?
I'm sorry. When you discovered the nutrient solution had been put in backwards, I panicked. I was worried you'd figure out it was me, and I ended up knocking over my own reagent. It was all my own doing. Don't worry. I swear I won't set you up this time.
Do you like Gandhi?
How did you figure that out?
Truth be told, I didn't even realize. I just guessed. Don't worry, I haven't told anyone you fancy her.
No telling anyone about this, okay? You have to keep it a secret.
If I want to get out of here, I need to learn everything about this place as quickly as possible. Gandhi refuses to help, and she only just got here anyway, so Lincoln might be my best shot. If you tell me about the dream house, I won't breathe a word about this to anyone. Deal?
Deal. The dream house is actually a specialized brain interface. Back when the Ida explosion hit, the space station got blown to pieces, and its AI, Noah, went down for good. Back then, an AI researcher suggested taking the passengers in the stasis pods who couldn't wake up and using them to form an AI server. That way, Noah could be repaired as quickly as possible.
How can you make a server out of passengers?
With human brains. The Dreamhouse's brain interface prototype was developed back then. Apparently, it can siphon off a person's consciousness data and store it on a temporary drive for safekeeping.
Of course, just like in Cyberpunk.
The vacant brains were then linked together, allowing the AI to slip in and harness their neural power. That's what kept the space station alive during its most perilous phase.
Holy shit, that reminds me of Booker Road, like a Echo of Spaces. Echo of the Worlds. They literally used the same technology in the Robot Planet to harness everyone's minds into one big machine. So, what's the meaning behind dreaming?
To be honest, I don't really get it either. Either way, once you're in there, you can see all kinds of things, bits and pieces from every corner of Kylo. But when you wake up, you can hardly remember anything. Based on my experience repairing spaceship systems, I'd say it's the information channel everyone's consciousness passes through when it's sent out or pulled back in.
I don't understand.
The books say that back in the day, cities had busy roads. You're just like one of the cars on those roads, and plenty of others are driving from here, there, and everywhere.
So these dreams are caused by people glimpsing data fragments transmitted from elsewhere, like snippets of surveillance footage, digital messages, or even streams of credits.
You're pretty sharp.
If that's really the case, then how come people die in there?
Brighton Prison has a complex history. In the beginning, it was built by Anchor Infinity to lock up people who stood against them. Later, the Hope Fleet seized control. Later, when Anchor Infinity realized some prisoners had information they wanted, they cut a deal with the Hope Fleet and brought in this brain interface to dig through people's memories. Once Kylo was up and running, Lana's computing power still wasn't enough, so Anchor Infinity started using the machine to tap into prisoners' brains. Using that excuse, they took back control of the prison again.
I see now.
Hey, I'm not finished. What's with that I see? This brain interface has adjustable power settings. Crank them up too high, and it'll damage the brain, causing all kinds of issues. Even death. Veronica, the general of the Hope Fleet, has despised Anchor Infinity for quite some time. She once captured a senior Anchor Infinity executive and planned to subject him to a thorough interrogation. Anchor Infinity used the brain interface to fry that person's brain overnight. The usually mild-mannered General Veronica was so furious that she smashed a cup and stayed up all night setting up a compliance investigation committee for the prison.
Brighton Prison is under Hope Fleet control again now?
I know what you're thinking. Anchor Infinity just sent Veronica off on a long-range expedition. It's only natural they're using her absence to try and retake control of the prison. That's why Nanto's been coming and going non-stop lately.
So, there have been lots of conflict between Anchor Infinity and the Hope Fleet, both open and concealed. I always thought the Hope Fleet was under Anchor Infinity's control.
Under the last general, things were more or less like that. But ever since Veronica took over, she's given Anchor Infinity one hell of a headache.
So, as long as the brain interface isn't turned up too high, it doesn't kill people?
Yeah, basically, but it depends on the person. That machine and I don't get along. Most people are just a little drowsy after a night inside it, but my brain aches for ages before I'm back to normal. The brain interface's power was only reduced because of that showdown between General Veronica and Anchor Infinity. People don't die as easily now, but it still does quite a bit of damage.
The brain interface can send the person's consciousness out and use the human brain as a temporary server for Lana. Does that mean this machine is my only way to contact the outside world? If the message I asked Nanto to pass on to Shirley really reach her, perhaps I can use the brain interface there to contact Nem.
What are you thinking? Don't go poking around just because you're curious. That thing might not kill people anymore, but if you're unlucky, 2 or 3 runs can still fry your brain.
So what can I do?
They'll run some tests. If they decide your brain's permanently shot, they'll take you away. Anchor Infinity doesn't tolerate deadweights.
So, does that mean we can get out of in that case?
Are you nuts? People go through rigorous testing before they're let go. No one can fool Lana.
Other people might not pass Lana's tests, but with Whitebeard's help, I might be able to. Also, I'm authorizer. The brain interface can't put the heavier load on me than Gestos does. My grip slips, and the test tube falls down. Oh, there, I skipped the breakfast. Now I feel all dizzy.
Prisoner 25925 for damaging a test tube and wasting nutrient solution. You are sentenced to 1 night in the brain interface room.
Oh, that was on purpose. Lol. We're trying to get in. Come on, Nam, please don't let me down. That's our way out, probably. Tom led me to the prisoner's so-called dream house and connected me to the brain interface. The machine activated, and I immediately lost consciousness. Where is this place? How come it's so dark? This is nothing like Lincoln described.
I built this space just for you. Lana can't listen to us in here.
Oh, she is here. Damn. Cool. Nem, you really came. Did you receive Shirley's message?
I gotta hand it to you. You're pretty sharp. Reaching me through Shirley at a time like this.
Do you already know everything that's been going on this end?
I snuck a look at some surveillance footage from the Brighton zone. You're awfully obedient. Whatever they tell you to do, just do it. Who would have thought Hykros' diplomatic representative was such a pushover?
Come on, enough of that. I figured it out now. Never should have allowed them to lead me by the nose right from the start. Oh yeah. Did you see Shirley when you came looking for me? Is she okay?
Those Kylians are trying to figure out how Shirley's consciousness can control a body modified by the heirs of Ida, so they've kept her hooked up to a brain interface for study. Shirley survived the temporal anomalies and the Angels of Clemency's modifications. After wandering inside Gestos with me for so long, there's no way Lana alone can unlock her subconscious.
So is Shirley at risk?
Relax. They wouldn't dare harm her. She's way too valuable for that. I was going to rescue her, but I realized Lana had allocated more than half of her computational power to analyzing Shirley. I've only diverted a small portion of my computational power here for now. After all, this is Lana's turf. If I rushed to rescue Shirley, I'd definitely draw her attention, so I decided to come find you first.
If I'd known you could come with such ease, would have made you our diplomatic representative. I would have saved it a lot of trouble.
I only made it here because Gestos is a hyperdimensional quantum supercomputer enhanced by Omnium technology, and also because Shirley is here. Shirley is my anchor point. Without her, I never would have made it through the space-time turbulence.
Space-time turbulence can still block you?
Of course. It's like an impenetrable electronic fog to me. Shirley is like a beacon, and only by following her light can I reach Kylo. There's plenty of time to talk about all that later. For now, let me tell you how I can help.
Well, first of all, how much can you actually do in Kylo?
That depends on how Lana distributes her computational power. The less she assigns to one place, the more actions I can take. She's devoted very little to this prison. All the video footage, droid logs, and prisoner activity data are merely stored here without being analyzed. That's how I managed to create a containment field to isolate Lana.
I understand.
Oh, if you need my full support, I can also use Gestos to block Lana's access to the entire Kylo space station, but it won't last very long.
You're really that awesome? You're really that awesome?
Lana's server isn't a hyperdimensional computer, so I have an advantage there. The problem is the space-time turbulence. Passing through it severely drains my computing power. I've only just arrived and haven't had time to properly assess Lana's processing capacity. If you need it, give me a couple of days so I can get a clear grasp of what she's capable of first.
I shouldn't go that far just yet. I'm hoping you can help me with 2 other things first. First, tell Bloody I've been captured and locked up. Warn her that the passage coordinates Kylo provided can shift due to space-time turbulence. If Kaikos plans to send anyone else, she needs to be extremely careful. Second, I need to break out ASAP. I've only got 4 days left at most. Then I have to forge a medical record convincing enough to make Lana believe that the brain interface has already fried my mind.
Got it. I'll handle the medical records. For now, just rest here. I've already blocked the brain interface that was tapping into your consciousness.
Thank you, Voidpiercer.
No need to thank me. Once you're out, we'll rescue Shirley, and I'll help you beat up Lana and Rafa.
Okay.
Mr. Rafa, our diplomatic representative mistakenly entered the brain interface room today.
They had the honor of supporting Kylo and Lana, if only a little. They've been locked up as a fraudster, but they're still the first genuine visitor from Aida so far. Aren't you even a little curious about the place?
Humanity has a long history, but the same stories play out in different places. After all, everyone is human in the end. The Aidans are just like us. They are human too. The homecomers believe that as soon as they go back, they'll be welcomed with open arms, convinced that Aida is of one mind with them, as close as family. But is the world really that ideal? I don't think so.
Tell me what you think then.
Hykros never promised the Kylians any special treatment for returning to Aida. They're dealing with us because they want to construct another Tower of Fantasy and compete for the limited resources we have here. Our dealings with Hykros are no different. It's purely about finding ways to profit from them. Aida certainly has fertile ground and is worth the effort for Kylo, but Hykros is not a partner we can trust. The more genuine a diplomatic representative is, the more dangerous they are.
Your theory is rational, and very similar to Lana's calculations. Boost the output in the brain interface room. The diplomatic representative's physiology is unusual, so normal power probably won't be enough to bring their brain online.
Agreed.
Damn.
Also,
Plan's
Lana's
fucked.
been updating the servers these past few months, so computing power is a bit short right now. Go gather the diplomatic representative's movements and statements in Kylo, and see if there's anything useful. Her last answers were of no use to Shirley whatsoever. Either we were lied to, or they were simply wrong.
I'll get right on it.
Day 4. The keep slips. Yeah, of course. That last text got stuck in the system again.
Lincoln said you screwed up yesterday and got sent to the brain interface room? You actually look fine. You must be tougher than I thought.
No, you got it all wrong. I feel terrible right now. I just happen to have more willpower than most, so I'm forcing myself to hold it together.
Oh, really? Well, alright then. But barely anyone in this prison comes out of the brain interface room with their mind intact. Especially the new fish. After their first time in there, most of them can't even remember their own names.
Oh, really? Is Candy trying to warn me, right? If even my jailmate can tell I've figured out how to handle the brain interface, how am I supposed to fool Lana? I should be more careful. She believed me before and gave me valuable intel. And she's not just an ordinary prisoner. Perhaps she can help me.
Mealtime's over. See ya.
Wait a moment.
What? Miss me already?
I'm sorry, Captain. Lied to you just now. The brain interface room doesn't actually affect me, but I can't tell you why.
Why are you suddenly bringing this up?
Because I need help. Like you said, going into brain interface room is death sentence. If I don't react the right way, sooner or later everyone in this prison will realize something's off about me. Captain, I need you to help me to protect this secret.
What makes you think I'd help you?
I can tell you're not ordinary. And Anchor Finity clearly gets under your skin. Help me, and I'll make them regret ever crossing you. If you help me, at least I can make them suffer.
So, how do you want me to help?
I need solid intel on Nanto and baggage. If you remember anything at all, please tell me. It's important.
You're a smart one, and I like working with smart ones. You guessed right. My family has some influence in the Brighton zone, so even after rubbing Anchor Infinity the wrong way, I can still expect pretty decent treatment around here. As for Nanto, I do know a few things you won't discover in the reading room. Whether they're useful to you or not, that's for you to decide.
Is it related to baggage at all?
Why are you so hung up on that name? I promise I'll think about it, but right now I really can't remember where I've heard it.
Alright, fine. So what things can't I discover in the reading room?
Brighton's prison control has bounced back and forth between Anchor Infinity and the Hope Fleet a few times. But no matter who's running the place, there are 2 inmates who've never been hooked up to the brain interface.
Ooh.
30637, an old man whose real name no one knows, and Steven.
So, what's so special about them?
As far as I know, Nanto is the one protecting them. 30637 actually went through a brain interface interrogation back in the day. But he was a tough nut to crack. The machine couldn't access his subconscious. After he joined Anchor Infinity, Nanto interrogated 30637 and supposedly pried a trove of vital intel from him. With that, Nanto cut a deal with 30637, guaranteeing he'll never be put in the brain interface again. Steven is even more perplexing. He was framed and taken in because of his role as a specially appointed Apex scholar researching Aidan history. Also, there were suspicions that he leaned toward the homecomers. As soon as Steven was jailed, Nanto saw to it that he got special treatment. No sessions in the brain interface, and no hard labor. Back then, Nanto was already Rafa's trusted confidant, and whoever happened to be running the prison was happy to grant him that courtesy.
That sounds like nothing more than shaky goodwill. In my view, it's probably just guilt eating at him. Someone who betrayed their foster father suddenly caring about these people doesn't prove anything.
It seems we have different views on this.
What do you think?
He's keeping a secret. A colossal one that might be tied to Bagus. The very person you've been chasing so relentlessly. And those 2 he's singled out for protection, they're your lead.
Okay, do you have any ideas about how to make them talk?
There's nothing we can do about it here. I asked Steven ages ago, but even he doesn't know why Nanto treats him so differently. As for 30637, he's too old and his mind has long since deteriorated. You won't get anything out of him, unless you can find someone who knew him before he went to prison.
Do I look like I have access to prisoner files? Or that I'm well connected in Kylo?
Didn't you say that even locked up here in Brighton prison, you could still cause trouble for Anchor Infinity? I'm sure you can handle this. All this talking's making me thirsty. Let's go.
holding up? That night in the dream house must have been rough.
Yeah. Feel like I'm seeing double right now.
Yikes. You were pretty careless. I found out over breakfast that Laurent and Lelouch were cremated last night.
Dead?
Yeah. Based on how I felt last time, they've definitely cranked up the brain interface power recently. Look, my hands are still shaking. If I had to go in again, I'd be dead for sure.
Whatever you do, don't go back in there then.
Of course I will, but we're in Brighton prison now. Our lives aren't our own. Last year, when Lana's servers were being updated and computing power was scarce, Anchor Infinity came up with all sorts of excuses to throw people in prison and put them through brain interface interrogations. But it was really just to boost Lana's computing power. Tons of people died back then. And even if they didn't, they ended up basically brain dead. If I ever ended up like that, I'd be better off dead. I'm betting that's how old Han's brain was fried.
Yep, brain is the most important part of the human. If it's brain dead, then you're pretty much, as they say in the hospital, vegetable. And yep, unrecoverable. You're just a fucking biological being that doesn't have any thinking left anymore. The soul is left.
I don't get why they never let him out.
Don't worry about others for now. Focus on the here and now. If you make one mistake more, they'll send you in there.
True. You're in way better shape than I am. Everyone who went in with you is dead, but you've still got plenty of fight left in you. I wish I was more like you.
Everyone's slightly different. You say it so yourself.
Yeah, true. Hey, do you lie on it differently or something? Why are you affected so little?
No, be careful. That droid Tom's watching you. Where has Steven gone?
I sent him away so we could talk.
I didn't know I'd be here. How did you know I'd be here?
Because I'm good at reading people. One look at you tells me you're the restless type. You're never going to rot in this prison, so you're not about to sit around with idiots like Barbara.
Alright, what do you want him for?
Don't you want to know why Laurent died so soon?
What the fuck is this camera angle? Nanto is responsible, right? I knew something was off at the pirate assembly. He and Laurent have probably been working together for ages.
Allow me to explain.
Seriously?
Just before the third eradication operation, on the day Lola Hans
Camera's fucking broken.
Nanto secretly sent Laurent to warn her, so that Wednesday could avoid the operation. But Laurent, driven by selfish ambition, murdered Lola Hans and pinned it on the Hope Fleet, igniting a conflict between the pirates and Anchor Infinity in the hope of profiting from the chaos.
Nanto told Laurent to leak the details of the eradication operation to Lola? No way. Why would he do something like that?
It wasn't just once. It was over and over. Long before Laurent ever left Wednesday, the two were already in touch. Wednesday is still around mostly because of his help.
So he's really the one behind Odin's Tavern?
That's right. But don't go thinking he's a good guy. Anchor Infinity just wants the pirates and the Hope Fleet at each other's throats forever. Whenever one side starts to crumble, they prop it back up. To Nanto, Laurent was nothing but a useful lapdog. If he ever dared to disobey, his master would put him down and get a new one.
Weren't you once one of Laurent's loyal supporters?
Things are different now. It wasn't until I landed in prison that Laurent told me everything. I can stomach being a heinous pirate, but I'll never be some lapdog you can tease with a dangling bone. Laurent got exactly what he deserved, and I'm happy about it. But Nanto still hasn't had his reckoning, and I've never despised anyone more in my life. If you really are from Ada, you won't be stuck here for long. I'm afraid Nanto will have me wired into the brain interface tonight just for telling you all this. I have just one favor to ask. Smash that smug, snobby-looking face of Nanto's to a bloody pulp for me. It's almost lights out. I hope you can grant me my final wish.
Nando's original order to Laurent was actually rescue Lola? Was Anchor Infinity's plan? Fucking garbage! Stop cutting out! I lay in bed, mulling over Scorpion's words, but sleepiness comes over me before I make any conclusions.
All recordings related to Prisoner 25925 from Odin's Tavern are here for you to review.
Asshole.
Good. By the way, Prisoner 25925 didn't go to the brain interface room today, right?
Negative.
Tomorrow, find a way to put Prisoner 25925 in there, and raise the power output by 30%. As for that Scorpion, send her to the brain interface room tonight. Max out the power. Same as for Laurent.
Affirmative.
Damn, fucking murdering piece of shit. Throughout the night, Nando reviews all the video
Is General
footage.
Veronica's expedition still going smoothly?
I am not authorized to initiate communications with General Veronica.
Hasn't Lana been operating in the prison lately?
You are not authorized to access information about Lana's operations.
Adi Adi, this is Grey Fox.
Please input password.
Slug and Boss Lady.
Hello, Mr. Nanto. Long time no see. This is Adi. How can I assist you?
Your presence here confirms my suspicions. Lana did indeed divert the computing power that was meant for Brighton Prison.
Currently, only the standard surveillance systems at Brighton Prison are functioning properly. Lana's computing power hasn't been deployed in the prison, and the power is down to just 50% of its former level across the Brighton zone.
A simple server update couldn't have caused these anomalies. It seems Mr. Ruff is determined to dig into Shirley's technological secrets.
The computing power concentrated at Shirley's location is still insufficient to make up for the deficit across the Brighton zone. Some of the remaining capacity has simply vanished. It seems to have been siphoned into an encrypted server somewhere. Based on our current intel, the encrypted server could serve one of three purposes. 1. Evolving a new Lana model. 2. Supporting a new large-scale construction project.
It must be that new secret project arc. I'll begin investigating through Helix Bio later. Maybe I can locate her.
Is there anything you need from me?
Baggis, do you have any news?
The Master remains silent.
The fuck? He's related to them, man.
Now that's strange. How did Hykros' diplomatic representative and our Baggis become enemies? Guess we'll have to ask.
Day 5. So Brighton Prison experiences power outages too?
Some things aren't meant to be known by too many people. From now on, I ask, you answer. Don't test my patience. Do you intend to see Baggis dead?
Why do you care about that? Do you know him? Is he from Kylo?
Still playing dumb. I've already checked every record in Lana's surveillance system related to you, and heard every word you've ever said in Odin's Tavern. You said Baggis hurt your friend, and you won't let him get away with it. I'm curious. When did that happen? And how did he do it? Was it in Kylo, or on your end?
Seems like Baggis doesn't fully trust you either, considering he hasn't told you anything. but you're still here, worrying about the safety. All my friends are in Ida. Baggis converted his consciousness into data, then used Gestos too.
Gestos? What is he using Gestos for?
We thought the traitor was one of the Hikers authorizers before, but no one ever went through that passage between Ada and Kylo before me. If Nanto knows Baggis, then he suggests Baggis actually came from Kylo, which means he must have consciousness upload device there. The brain interface used to punish inmates. If Brighton Prison has one, then there must be others out there. This can surely lead me to Baggis.
Yes. That's just like him. What he did was right.
You don't even know what he did. You already think he's right?
Whatever Baggis does, he must have his reasons. He owes me no explanation. My duty is to eliminate any future threats on his behalf. Since you want Baggis dead, it's only natural that I take care of you.
You idiots! How can you just blindly stick to your darn duties like this?
Still mouthing off, huh? I hear you've been enjoying your naps in the brain interface room lately. So today, I'll make sure you have very sweet dreams. Inmates die from brain interface power anomalies all the time. If that's how you kick the bucket, at least I'll have an excuse for Rafa and Veronica.
Think you can crack open my mind and rip out the source code with that thing? I'd sooner delete my own data source than hand it over to you.
Source code? Data source? Don't tell me the key Rafa's after is hidden in your head. Crafty Hykros. Are you so afraid I'll crank up the power and kill you that you're making up some source code in an attempt to blackmail me?
You seriously don't know?
You Hykros people are despicable. Always preaching about unity with the Kylians, yet all you really want is to exploit Kylo's resources and technology. Don't worry. I'm not actually going to kill you. I still need you to help the Kylians return to Ida, so the worst that'll happen is you become a Hykros representative who obeys my every command.
You want to return to Ida? Hasn't Anchor Infinity already decided to trap the Kylians here forever?
I've already told you. On this matter, Anchor Infinity and I don't see eye to eye. Rafa's lost his wits. He can't see past his own nose. Instead of clinging to the current status quo and keeping the Kylians penned in, he should be thinking about how to replace Hykros in Ida. At the end of the day, they're just a bunch of scientists. What abilities or insights could they possibly have? As long as we humor them for now, Anchor Infinity can move to Ida later on. If we stay patient for a while, the faction that ultimately calls the shots in Ida will be anyone's guess. Of course, Rafa certainly won't live to see that day.
How are you linked to Rafa and Baggis?
Head to the brain interface room and think it through at your leisure. Honestly, I still can't tell whether you're an idiot or a genius. I hope you'll make up your mind soon, given your role and current circumstances. If you're willing to return to Ida and lend me your support, the CEO position at Anchor Infinity's Asperia branch could one day be yours.
After the
Why didn't you show up
integration,
yesterday? Do you have any
wire me
idea how
into
long
the
I waited for
brain
you?
interface.
I've already mapped out the prison, and you were just outside chatting?
Night. I got tied up yesterday, sorry about that.
It might already be too late.
What's the matter?
After I reported to Hykros, they discovered that before you arrived in the Brighton zone, Kylo unilaterally shut down all channels of communication with Hykros, including the passage you used to get here. Plotty's already working on a solution. Her dad gave me a good scolding, and said she misjudged Rafa, which got you locked up. She's really sorry. Maybe we should wait for Plotty. Otherwise, if we break out now, you'll still be stuck in Kylo.
There's still one thing I don't understand. I used to think Baggis could move freely between Hykros and Kylo only because of Anchor Infinity. How come Nando suddenly barged in and accused me like that today? He even got the power to the room. Seems he's afraid Lana will find out.
Is Baggis somehow linked to Anchor Infinity?
We'll get to the bottom of this once we're out. I've already uncovered a few leads on Baggis. Plus, I now suspect he used Anchor Infinity's brain interface to infiltrate Kestos. He might even be in the same place as Shirley.
But when I contacted Shirley, I couldn't find anything.
He's a devious scoundrel. Always knows how to stay hidden. Now that we're in this close, he'll bury himself even deeper. Once I'm out, I'll settle the score with him. Rafa shut down the channel. Didn't that impact you at all?
All it's doing is using more computing power. He shut down the channel to keep you from contacting Hykros. But if he thinks he can cut us off completely, he can think again.
By the way, did Plotty say anything else?
She thinks Rafa's actions prove he's downright terrified of Hykros arriving. She insists you find a way to escape, then get in touch with Hykros.
Is that everything?
She did say she was sending someone, but the passage is closed now, and we have no idea when help will arrive. Right now, I'm the only one who can travel back and forth. I'm sorry, but there's no one else who can help you.
And let's move ahead with our prison break plan. How's the investigation going on Lana's end?
She barely has any computing power to tap into right now. The missing capacity seems to have been swallowed by a patch of space-time turbulence. I'm guessing she's working on some big plan that demands a lot of computing power. She's confident that Brighton prison is escape-proof. It's wrapped in space-time turbulence after all. There's still very little computing power allocated here, so for now, our jailbreak plan should be foolproof. I wanted to help you give Lindsys and the others a heads up, but every frequency linked to the Hope Fleet is under strict surveillance. Even a single message to Lindsys could catch Lana's eye if Hipper picks it up.
If she finds out you sent that message early, it could jeopardize the entire jailbreak.
Our plan has to succeed. Only after you're safe can we plan our next move.
Don't worry, I'll certainly be there for tomorrow.
Then get some rest for now. I'll keep an eye on Shirley. Lana's been dedicating more and more computing power to her, so all I can do now is watch. I don't dare speak to her anymore.
Thank you, I owe you one. Day 6.
I've just remembered something about that guy you've been asking about, Baggis. Are you sure his name is Baggis?
What did you remember?
As I said before, my mom got to know the Todd siblings through work and ended up designing the first bar counter at Odin's Tavern. Don't underestimate this job. Miss Aglaya's requirements were very particular. She wanted to create a place where people could experience civilization and comfort, even in the barren reaches of outer space. But resources were scarce at the time. To come up with the most cost-effective plan, my mom pored over every tavern-related document she could find and even interviewed a bunch of people, Miss Aglaya included.
But how is that related to Baggis? Are you saying your mom interviewed him?
Why do you get so worked up when I bring him up? Be patient. My mom never met him, but Miss Aglaya mentioned him. Miss Aglaya regularly visited Odin's Tavern back when she was in Asperia, and its owner was a man named Baggis. She was actually on quite friendly terms with him.
So you're saying Baggis owned Odin's Tavern in Asperia 50 years ago?
Yeah. Supposedly, Baggis had lots of connections back then, and because of his relationship with Miss Aglaya, Apex sent him an invitation to the space station. That's how he ended up on board.
Baggis had already arrived at Kylo space station 50 years ago?
Well, unfortunately, his stasis pod was severely damaged in the explosion, and he didn't survive. My mom thinks Aglaya's plan to build Odin's Tavern was also a way of honoring her friend from another generation.
Given Nanto's connection to Azurada, it makes sense he knows Baggis. Baggis is supposed to be dead? right? Then who is the Baggies Nanto was referring to?
Why have you suddenly gone silent? I finally remembered and that's your reaction?
No reason. I was just thinking, what if he actually survived?
Impossible. Too many of the stasis pods on the early station were damaged. And with the power shortage, there was no way to rescue anyone. If a pod was compromised, there's no way its occupant could have survived until now. So, I think you might be looking for the wrong person.
I am looking for the wrong person? Bullshit. There's some corruption going on.
Lana's definitely pushing another update. This morning in the cafeteria, they said I was stacking the trays at the wrong angle. And once I'm done with my shift, I have to report to the brain interface room for punishment. Scorpion and Angel were hauled in last night, and they were already dead this morning. If I go in, I'm as good as dead. Is there anything you can do? Please, you have to save me.
What can I do to save you?
They've cranked the brain interface power way too high. If you don't help me, I'll die.
But I'm powerless. I can't do anything.
You survived 2 whole nights. There has to be a way. Why won't you tell me?
Prisoner 11667, causing a loud disturbance and interfering with others' work. Punishment 1 night in the brain interface room.
I'm finished. I'll never get out. No, I can finally get out.
Yeah, you did. Lincoln. Droid Tom, you got it wrong. I'm the one who disrupted his work. You're punishing the wrong guy.
Prisoner 25925, disrupting prison management operations. Punishment 1 night in the brain interface room.
Droid Tom takes Lincoln and me away at the same time. It's the final night. Are the medical records ready to go?
I've pulled the inmates' medical records from the past few days and made a few tweaks. With Lana's current computing power, there's no way she'll spot the inconsistencies.
Then let's get started.
First, we'll forge your life readings. The system's monitoring you in real time. One jolt will knock you out, send your heart into arrhythmia, and stop it altogether. Don't worry, I'll control the voltage precisely. You'll pull through.
Okay, I'm good to go.
25925's faking it. They've definitely figured out how to deal with the brain interface.
Are you sure?
Definitely. Ever since the brain interface's power was boosted these past few days, everyone else has died. They were hooked up for 2 of the last 3 days and walked away unscathed. That's impossible.
Are you saying a fraudster in Brighton prison has found a way to evade Lana?
Lincoln is a fucking traitor? What the fuck?
I know it sounds far-fetched, but what if it's some kind of special trait? That would make them incredibly valuable for Helix Bio's research. I've just handed over vital intel. Please, don't put me in the brain.
Oh, he's a fucking snitch and traitor. He's not a worker, but he's a snitch.
I'll verify it. If the facts are indeed as you say, then I'll
fucking pussy. Why would you want to live forever in this stupid prison?
I swear, there's definitely something wrong with 25925. If you don't believe me, then go check right now.
I hope you're right.
Day 7.
Heartbeat has returned to normal. Vital signs are stable, but consciousness remains impaired.
Run a brain diagnostic. If it's not viable for brain interface extraction, follow standard protocol.
Affirmative.
I'm relying on you.
All vitals are below normal. Stop resuscitation. Power down to machines, complete the paperwork, and call Helix Bio to reclaim the body.
Affirmative.
All work is done. The doctor and nurse number 6 leave. Finally, they're gone. Nem, are you there?
Grab the communicator on the table. I'll guide you. Nanto's here.
I'm stuck in the door! I'm supposed to go there, let me through. Oh god, glitch! Okay, finally. Oh, boss fight. That's interesting. Huh. How cringe. Oh shit, please. I got glitched out. I got glitched out again. Game is lagging so bad. It doesn't even work. I think it's some kind of attack. But it didn't delete a single frame of it. Don't think I won't kill you. I guess, yeah. Lower world level actually does the enemies make weak. And or that weapon in this new character that I get to use for 20. As long as any Kylo beyond that anchors in its eye. Okay, now what?
Has Project Astralis really ended so soon? General, your years of dedication to deep space exploration, haven't you given up a bit too early?
Project Astralis hasn't failed. I just began to feel unwell after I set out. I had no choice but to turn back midway to recover. I just returned when I heard that the High Cross diplomatic representative had been arrested and imprisoned.
We uncovered this fraud while you were away, General. Since you aren't feeling well, I'll arrange Helix Bio to give you a checkup.
That won't be necessary. The air in the Brighton zone is so fresh. I started feeling better the moment I got back. Brighton Prison is under the Hope Fleet's jurisdiction. Now that I've returned, I intend to conduct a thorough investigation into this case. After all, even Anchor Infinity was swindled, so this is no small matter.
Mr. Rafa.
I'll be taking the prisoner now. Thank you for overseeing the prison in my absence, Mr. Nanto. You've been juggling countless responsibilities. Please take this opportunity to catch your breath. Please coordinate the remaining handover with Alexander. 25925, you're coming with me. I'll interrogate you myself at Hope Fleet headquarters.
General, you've always treated your subordinates with kindness. Thank you for thinking of me. I'll make sure Mr. Rafa hears of your thoughtfulness and diligence.
I'll leave it to you then. Thank you.
Had to install the game on HCT because I don't want to waste space on the SSD. God damn, is that really enough reason to like the shit out of the frame? There? Oh shit. No, the game is broken. That's not fucking logical. You! Okay. Okay.
You must be terribly shaken after being imprisoned over a misunderstanding, diplomatic representative. This is my office. There are no surveillance devices here, so you can rest easy.
So are you General Veronica? General Veronica, the one Hipper speaks so highly of? Your command the Hope Fleet.
Yes, that's me. But I don't think I deserve all the praise. I simply want the Hope Fleet to help humanity find a new home as soon as possible. Our fleet has no shortage of officers like Hipper, brimming with idealism and courage. It's because of them that I've found the strength to persist, and the motivation to mediate with Anchor Infinity.
No Anchor Infinity wants to stay on the Hope Fleet's good side. By rescuing me like this, you're putting yourself in their crosshairs. My imprisonment wasn't a misunderstanding at all. It was carefully orchestrated setup.
Nanto is young and hot-tempered. As far as I'm aware, all of this was his own doing while Mr. Rafa was unwell. Speaking of Mr. Rafa, I need to go apologize to him. After all, I wasn't able to carry out Project Astralis, which he supported despite everyone else's objections. I'll also help clear up the misunderstanding between you and Nanto.
You're only going to drag yourself deeper into the mud.
Rest assured, I guarantee that all scheduled diplomatic negotiations and events will proceed as planned.
Veronica pushes aside my impulse to keep arguing and leaves my room. Exhausted in both body and mind, I feel suddenly wave of relief and throws in this. Damn it!
The High Cross diplomatic representative is just hiding out here, taking it easy.
They've been in and out of the brain interface room countless times this week, and having just gone through a major battle, it's perfectly normal to fall asleep after finally relaxing.
Nanto? You? Both of you? What are you doing to me now?
Relax. I'm the one who let him in. He proposed cooperation terms I simply couldn't refuse. Once you hear them, you might find them hard to refuse too.
Terms of cooperation? You're really going to work with this scoundrel like him?
Cooperation has never been about shared ideals, only shared interests. You want to find Bagus, and so do I. You can't stand Rafa, and neither can I.
Stupid camera! Are you not attempting to protect Bagus?
So, if he's in danger, I'll do everything I can to help him. If you hate him so much, are you really willing to let him die at Rafa's hands? If you want to kill him yourself, then help me find him. I can leverage every privilege and connection I have in Anchor Infinity, and do everything in my power to get you any information you need.
So Bagus is under threat from Rafa? And you're desperate for my help. Desperate enough to trade anything for it. But tell me, why shouldn't I just side with Rafa instead?
This is no time for joking around.
I'm not messing around. If you add it all up, I'd say the rift between Bagus and me runs even deeper.
Bagus is in a predicament much like Shirley's. Their consciousnesses have undergone brain interface uploads and could be breached at any moment by Lana's computing power.
Back when I was in prison, I already suspected Bagus of using Anchor Infinity's brain interface. I thought the two of them were all allies. Never imagined they were actually enemies.
Now is not the time to be playing the enemy of my enemy is my friend games.
You got one thing right, I don't want to kill Bagus myself. But before that, there are questions only he can answer. I won't let Rafa be one to end him. I don't have to work with you. Bagus might be my chance to patch things up with Rafa. I could even persuade Rafa to hand him over willingly.
You still harbor such naive fantasies? Think back. Who framed you and had you thrown in prison? Smeared you as a fraudster, kidnapped Shirley for experimentation, and used you to murder the homecomers.
So what? You think I could never side with Rafa? And you're using that to push me around? But I could never stand with Bagus either.
I think you may still have some misconceptions about Rafa, Anchor Infinity, and Nanto, diplomatic representative. I didn't get a chance to mention this earlier. I only made it to the prison in time and saved you from Anchor Infinity because of an encrypted message from Nanto. He's the one who sent me back to vouch for you. I'd say that's more than enough to demonstrate his sincerity. And don't forget, without my support, you can't verify your identity, let alone negotiate with Rafa. Before you were imprisoned, Rafa had already cut off contact with Ida and sealed the passage you used to get here. Right now, you need to calm down and think about how many options you really have left.
You need Nanto to help double Anchor Infinity for Project Astralis. Whether your true aim is deep space exploration or seizing control of Kylo, I understand. For me, Nanto may be the quickest route to Bagus, but teaming up with him hardly seems wise.
Nanto, the diplomatic representative has already made themselves perfectly clear. Cooperation requires good faith from both sides, and the support you gave to spring them from prison was plainly not enough.
Then allow me to give you a deeper understanding of Rafa. He never cared about the Kylians. After Apex fell, Anchor Infinity became the sole power, and his habitat exploration plan is just a pretense to placate the Kylians. Odin's Tavern, which was built by Aglaia, was originally a contact network that Apex used to sponsor the homecomers. After Asurada's death, Rafa ordered me to keep Odin's Tavern running in secret, channeling whatever aid the pirates needed. This is Lana's strategy for Rafa. impose authoritarian rule to drive the Kylians into piracy, use those pirates to bog down the Hope Fleet, and finally, have the Hope Fleet crack down on the real homecomers.
That's it. In recent years, the Hope Fleet hasn't carried out any real expeditions beyond cracking down on pirates. And those so-called expeditions are really just insect cleanup operations in the mine for Anchor Infinity.
If it weren't for my unique physiology, Rafa would have already used the prison's brain interface to control or silence me. Even under those conditions, I still managed to outsmart Lana and break out of prison. Let me make this clear for you. Even without your help, I can cripple the entire Brighton Zone network. I might not be able to take Lana down right, but it'll still buy me the window I need to escape.
You can really pull that off?
If General Veronica is so dissatisfied with Anchor Infinity and Rafa still has to do their bidding, then I doubt this is just some simple sponsorship arrangement, right?
Of course. Every Hope Fleet vessel is built by Anchor Infinity and fitted with the Lana Smart piloting system. So long as space-time turbulence doesn't cut Lana off, the ships can only be flown by her. The only way I could get back here was on an antique ship I bought on the black market, cobbled together from parts the pirates had scrounged. Since it wasn't equipped with Lana's system, I was able to safely land at Brighton port.
So you need me far more than I need you. I'm the only one who can handle Lana. And without me, you'll be stuck maintaining the status quo forever.
What's your plan then?
I can work with you. Whether we negotiate with Anchor Infinity or overthrow them, it makes no difference to Icros. As for the tasks Icros gave me, I never promised to complete them all. I only came to Kylo because it made finding baggies easier. If Rafa is controlling or on hunting baggies, I'll help, but only if he ends up in my hands, not Nanto's.
I can't possibly agree.
Relax. Baggies is still in danger, isn't he? Let's rescue him first. Then we can go our separate ways. After all, you've already lost to me once.
If you help me rescue Baggus, I guarantee I'll be the one who wins next time.
I'm not done yet. I'm not finished. Before anything else, tell me who Baggus really is. Asshole.
You need the representative's help to save Baggus. Once he's saved, they'll find out anyway. Revealing his identity now won't make much of a difference, will it? If you'd rather I didn't know, I can wait outside. When you're finished, just let me know.
There's no need for that.
That is
I'm just amazed
again, this camera
this
angle.
clever yet arrogant High-Cross representative still hasn't figured out Baggus's true identity.
What do you mean?
Lana's computing server is down, so she has no eyes on the prison, except at the key entrances and exits. To keep the prison under control, I have to temporarily stand in for Lana. I take it you uncovered Baggus's identity in prison. 50 years ago, back in her homeland of Asperia, Miss Aglaia struck up a friendship that crossed generations with the founder of Odin's Tavern.
But he's already dead. The space station went off course after the disaster and ran low on resources. Damaged facilities and stasis pods killed many, including Baggus, who had been invited aboard.
Think again. After Miss Aglaia boarded the space station, she rebuilt Odin's Tavern, both to comfort the Kylians, who were devastated by the disaster, and to preserve the memories of her hometown and childhood, which she could never return to. So, after Miss Aglaia was put into cryogenic sleep because of Starstone Syndrome, who took charge of Odin's Tavern?
Asurata, of course.
But Asurata is already dead. Who do you think he trusted most before he died?
You. No doubt about it. After all, you killed him. Others might not know, but I knew Asurata better than anyone. Or rather, Phantom.
So you knew the Phantom's true identity all along. No wonder you linked me to his death so early on. But unfortunately, you hardly know him at all. At that time, he was suffering from Starstone Syndrome, and even the special medicine had no effect on him. Because of his poor health, He even cut back on attending the Apex meetings. By then, he no longer had the strength to play the Phantom. So he decided to put on the last act of his life, which he titled The Lone Assassin.
Lone Assassin?
It's said that while he was on Asperia, he read some classics from his home planet. One story told of a martyr who, in order to overthrow the enemy king, allowed an assassin to behead him. Then the assassin presented his head as a gift to the enemy king. The king received it personally, giving the assassin the opportunity to strike.
If Asarada was the martyr, then you're the assassin?
And the only person capable of driving him to such lengths is my aunt, Miss Aglaia Bagus, Asarada's sole blood relative and the founder of Odin's Tavern.
How is that even possible? This...
Now the voice returns. Really?
I'm out of time. I need to return to Anchor Infinity and submit my report. I've said all I can. This is the greatest sincerity I can offer you.
Then you can return for now. Give the diplomatic representative some time. I'll clear things up here.
Please remember this. I came here today because General Veronica took my prisoner, and I came solely to demand an explanation. I got into a huge argument with her, and in the end, I left empty-handed.
I gave Anchor Infinity's director of the Safe Navigation Department a severe scolding in front of Hycrose's diplomatic representative, and Director Nanto swore to properly repay me for today's treatment.
Of course.
After leaving the Hope Fleet, Nanto slipped past every eye and camera, arrived at the Forsaken Place, opened the Aidan door. Come on, do fast! Piece of shit. I can't even read it with a fast pace reading. Like,
with Rafa dead, Anchor Infinity will be leaderless. A bunch of fat fools hardly worth worrying about. Soon enough, I'll control not only Anchor Infinity, but also the nearly completed Third City. Among the Todd family legacy, Odin's Tavern can unite all the pirate factions, and the Apex servers can store Lana after her source permissions are rewritten. Once Bagus returns, these will form the foundation for rebuilding order in Kylo. General Veronica, you are driven by boundless ambition and lofty idealism, intent on making the Hope Fleet live up to its name under your command. But if you take the helm of Kylo, the strain of long-range expeditions will inevitably bleed it dry. Diplomatic representative, neither you nor Hycrose are worth trusting. For now, I have no choice but to rely on you. But the moment Lana is back under Apex control, I won't let you lay a finger on Kylo ever again. When that day comes, history will chronicle everything that has taken place in this stretch of space. Everything that belongs to the Kylians. The history of Kylo must be written by our own hands.
looks like we reached the end of the story. So definitely 7 Days in Brighton was the name of the story. Brighton Storm is the next. This is target.